Okay, everybody, welcome to Fall of Avanswell. Here. Welcome! It's going to be an intense beginning of the session. Let's get our stuff out of the way first. I'm your host, Game Master here, and I'm Dracovin. Glad everybody's come here to join us. Let me turn that down a little bit. Find that volume.
Why do I...
There you go. Okay. So, ask the question of all the characters. That's going to be an interesting one. So the question for this week, as we are getting our introductions to our characters, is what are you most afraid of? So I need everybody to roll me a d20. Let's see the order that we're going to go in. Ooh.
Okay, let's get our good rolls out of the way.
Yeah, that's just what I was thinking. I was like, man,
mine was only a 13, so...
I really hope that's setting a precedent for the night, but knowing my luck, nah.
Okay, so I guess we're starting with Jessie. Introduce your character yourself, and what are you afraid of?
Yeah, I'm playing Calder Wrynn, human gunslinger. He has one fear in life, and he is deathly afraid of spiders. Because there was a spider crawling around in his dad's shop one day, and he didn't notice that it crawled into his boot. And when he went to put it on, it crawled up his leg, and he's been deathly afraid ever since.
Okay, just a real life anecdote. I went to open a box of toys one time, and apparently a spider laid eggs right on the seam. So when I opened it, it split the egg sac, and all the spiders went everywhere.
That's awful. I used to live in Texas. I don't anymore, thank God. But I went to do laundry one time. And it turns out a snake had crawled through the water pipe into my washing machine. So when I reached my hand, and there was a goddamn snake on my jeans.
Well, at least it wasn't in your toilet or your boot.
I
What
was
was it?
so.
This also reminds me of the antidote. Thanks. Similar word.
Story?
The story that I heard from, yes. And my brain doesn't want to say the word thing. Anyway, someone with Australia was just talking about, I'd seen them talking about it, that they were like, yeah, the really, really big spiders, they're not the ones you're going to worry about. They're not if they're in your house, the huntsman, they're not going to hurt you, and they're probably taking care of all the pests, and stuff like that. You just don't want to, get surprised by them. But it is your giant spider friend that you could be like, don't worry, it likes to hide places. It's the fine one. It's not the one you have to worry about. And I'm just like, I'll stick with something. Anyway, Joe.
Sorry for that.
Personally, I know spiders, thank you. I am Joe. I am playing Umbrin Wisespark, the Fetchling Animist. And what he's most afraid of is actually failing the world and it getting completely swallowed up.
So fear of defeat. Yeah, that's an existential dread. That's always wonderful. I guess it fits the job.
Feel of failure, relatable.
That's a bit more far-reaching than spiders, bruh. You sure you don't want to stick with something simple?
I've grown up with spirits talking to me about the end of the world,
That's fucked up, man. There's a lot to unpack there.
I mean, I could have went something funny and just said he's afraid of the dark.
Yeah, yeah, that'd be pretty good. That's fair though.
Yeah. Wyrm.
I am Diamond Wyrm, and I play Ixbanor, the awakened Ferret Sorcerer subclass Alchemist. I'm afraid of loud noises, dogs, humans and crowds, just about anything that is bigger than me, and yeah.
What about large trees?
Okay, anything that moves that's bigger than me.
Trees move in the wind.
Actually, that really was my point. I forgot. It's like anything that moves. But
anyway, So,
Ixbanor is not the bravest. Well, he is brave. He's just afraid of everything, which is what makes him brave.
yes. I'm afraid of everything, so I know how to work with it. So if you missed last week, it was a very interesting adventure where our group ended up in the capital of the Swamplands. What remains of it, the city of Crooksfit. It wasn't in good shape. To say the least, it was in pretty bad shape, but they managed to navigate the city and find the deactivated kind of sabotage teleportation circle and temporarily activate it to get the heck out of that place. And now, well, they're all in a river. They are all in a river, though 3 of them are going through that river very fast, very far away, while Calder, you are currently stuck in a log that's, like, jammed in between some rocks in the river, of having replaced part of the log.
I think you should put yourself here.
Oh yeah, sure.
No,
So,
one more diagonal.
yeah, that's
Now you're in wood.
Alright, why don't we start with Calder? The other 3 are gone. You are in pain. You are now, like, there's, like, a 1-foot diameter, like, log that you are, like, in the middle of, that it's still, like, there, though you've apparently, like, you can feel, like, the log itself probably isn't as stable as it was, and you can feel the other, like, 2 halves of it kind of squishing into your side now, which is already a lot of pain because you just, displaced this. As you're kind of like midsection's just stuck in the middle of here and the water is raging in front of you. What do you want to do?
I would like to try and smash the log to start. Just try and break out as quickly as possible.
Okay. Then please give me let's also say a strength. Just straight up strength check. See if you can just draw power.
There is, so that's a +3 /R.
Alright. You're trying to, like, push your way out of it, and unfortunately, just your position in here, it feels as though, like, with just raw strength, you probably can't break it. And again, like, you're, like, not quite face first into rapids. Like, the water's still smashing into you, because, like, the log is still in the river.
Fair, and you don't use it if you got it. I would like to use my crowbar then to try and pry it off of me, or pry myself out of it.
Okay.
You could try and wriggle out and do an escape check.
I could.
I think it's acrobatics.
Escape can be it.
I'll let you use the crowbar if you want to use, like, an escape check for athletics or acrobatics.
I was hoping I could use athletics to force open.
I'll say you can do that if you want to. Try to force it open. Trying to get in there.
I wasn't sure if you had a better dex.
My athletics is better than acrobatics because of proficiency.
Oh, got it.
But, oh my lord, why am I rolling? I'll just hero point it. I can't get stuck here for 6 hours. I'm not getting stun locked again.
That's not bad.
Oh yeah, does that fail? If that fails, I'll re-roll it.
That will, in fact, not fail. This will be successful because it wasn't very difficult overall with an athletics check.
Okay.
But I will need a reflex check to basically not be swept away as you kind of break the log in half.
That's fair.
Okay. You'll be able to kind of grab onto one of the rocks that the log was originally on as its 2 halves now break in part and are kind of like shoved down the water as you can see them kind of going into the rapids.
Alright.
You're now clinging to a rock relatively close to the side of the river.
What do I got here? And then, for my last thing, I would like to throw. Who's the most likely to just actually get obliterated here? You're too far away. I apologize.
Well,
I'll say right now,
I mean-
they are all too far away for very.
Yeah,
Oh,
he
you're
said
old.
we were. Yeah, he said we were all washed far away.
Oh,
from you.
right. Okay,
Yeah.
then I'm gonna try and climb out of the river.
You can do athletics check. That's probably the easiest way to do it.
Because then I can run along the side and I'll be faster
Yep.
rather than just getting
Mhm.
buffeted and obliterated by the current.
That's a good check. Okay. And I will tell you, I did want to award you for successfully leaving that place in the way you did. You all will be starting the session with 2 hero points, so just let that sink in
nice.
right now. I was going to mention that when you were trying to use one, but this is probably the point to know that you have 2 this session.
No, I appreciate it. I do love me some hero points.
You make it to the side, the shore. The river is definitely like, this is an area of the river where it gets into be like a little narrower and it becomes kind of rapids. It's still a pretty wide area of the river. Roll me a d4. We'll say 1 and 2, you're going to be on the north side, 3 and 4 on the south side.
Gotcha.
Okay, you're on the north side. So, that may make a difference in the future. Alright. The rest of you are being swept into the water. At this point in time, you just kind of splashing in the water. Everything washes over you, you just get knocked about. Like we checked last time, and all of you are just kind of tumbling into the waves. Why don't we go basically from right to left where your tokens are on the board? So we'll start with you're generally speaking can't see any of each other, I'm just going to say. You're like tumbling around the waves. You don't know what's going on. You're barely keeping yourself. So Umbrin, what do you want to do? You're tumbling through the water. You're being washed away. I will at least need a athletics check to probably not like go under now and like you know.
Yeah,
get
that's
swept
not a great thing because
Yes.
I am not an athletic person.
Mm-hmm.
You could always roll high.
I get +0 and I'm untrained.
You could always roll in at 20.
I mean, I'm gonna be in the same boat, so.
Good news is, with the way the waves are working, you are not necessarily being thrown under the water to be drowned because you're being taken away. But I will roll me some damage here as you are buffeted against the rocks. 4, 6, ouch, 11.
Ow.
Yikes.
Yeah, that was a bad roll.
That was a max roll. So what do you want to try to do?
max.
One below max. But...
So currently speaking, I'm just going to say... Thanks, Thunder. Let me know what you want to try to do to catch yourself, and I will tell you what it is. There may be penalties of it because you are somewhat out of control through the rapids, I would tell you.
I mean, my initial thought was...
Also, it's night right now, right?
Yes, we did say it was night, so it's kind of dark out. There are still, I'll say, like, for the sake that Calder can definitely see it, it's a kind of cloudy night. There's a little bit of stars out, but, there definitely feels like it's a kind of cool evening. Maybe a little rain on the agenda, but nothing like you had back in Hookstone. Probably would just be light rain. If it happens at all this evening. But currently, dark.
Yeah, my initial thought was trying to cast Scatter Scree to create a pile of rubble to try to stop myself with.
Ow. I mean, that'd work, but ow.
Yeah.
How do you reflex? You could reflex, grab an edge, maybe grab a rock.
I mean,
If you do it in the right spot, I totally feel like it would work. You just slam full force into it.
It just depends on how good your save is.
Yeah.
I mean, my reflex is +9.
Yeah.
I see.
I will tell you that if you are going to try to use it to stop yourself, you can try to avoid... You can't avoid the damage.
Right.
Yeah. There will be no, like, critical success, unfortunately, if you roll it.
Better than getting swept away.
Yeah, that's what I thought, and then if people are still behind me, it might give them something to try to catch on to.
Right, so just like barrel of monkeys it.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Nah, I mean, it's a plan. It's better than nothing.
I mean, the only other thing is I could try to grab a hold of something, but that depends if there's anything within reach.
You are hitting stuff, you could probably try to grab something. It would be both a reflex, and I would then probably need a... I'd allow probably either a athletics or acrobatics to basically wedge yourself.
Acrobatics I could possibly do, because...
Yeah, it would be like quickly like wedging yourself in. I'll tell you, if you do the acrobatics, you might take a little bit more damage, just because you'd have to try to wedge yourself into something, rather than just using the brute strength with the power of the river, but you'd be able to do it.
Would it be less damage or about the same as Scatter Screen?
It'd be 2 checks and a d4 damage, or it'd be Scatter Screen with 1 check. The 2 options are explored.
Well, then, you know what? I think Scatter Screen, just so there's less chances of trying to fail, yeah.
Yeah. Alright, go to chat and we'll see what it says here.
I will cast it.
Okay.
Let's see, line.
Okay, so a bunch of rocks are falling into it, trying to, like, stop you.
I'm doing it in front, a 10-foot line, wide in front of me, not on me.
Yep. Make your reflex save, please. Let's see how this goes. Okay. So, you will take your full damage from your own spell. So I guess it would be just the roll damage, and we'll see what that is.
It's like 3d4, I think.
No, it's 4d4.
Oh, it's 44?
11's not a terrible roll.
That's another 11. So unfortunate.
Alright. So you are currently stopped in the river in a pile of rocks that you kind of jammed yourself into. You're not really in a good position at the moment to do a lot, but you are stuck there, but you can feel the waves kind of crashing into you still. Okay.
Yeah.
Ixbanor, why don't you give me an athletics check? We'll see how you go.
Yep.
And this is how we die.
This is the end of the campaign.
Well, except for you.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Seems right.
Yeah. I mean, you're not too bad off right now. You're stuck in a river, but you've stopped yourself from being, swept away. Anyway,
for a minute.
He's taking a decent chunk
wow,
of damage.
I just roll a lot of 11s.
You rolled an 11 for me, I rolled an 11 for myself, you rolled an 11 for Ixbanor.
Wow.
The GM's rolling high and rolling
I'm
dogs.
gonna be honest,
The
my
fight
first,
all over again.
the thing I'm going to do first is to not try and save myself. I'm going to cast a light on myself, so that way someone can save me.
You know what? That's actually really smart.
Okay. Alright, I need a athletics check from, Talas.
I can do that.
But now I have an idea of what to do for myself next. I have rope and grappling.
That's pretty good. Talas, why don't you make me a perception check? Okay, so Talas will definitely be able to maintain themselves and avoid smashing into rocks and stuff. It's still, you're in rapids, and you're not really getting away from getting, be caught in the rapids, but Talas is kind of stabilized, and we'll be able to see a small glowing light in the water.
It's probably an anglerfish. Better avoid it now.
Man, this far out from sea?
I guess if you want to have
At
Talas...
this time of day, located entirely within your kitchen.
Can I see it?
No. No Aurora Borealis for you. Anyway, what do you want Talas to do? Talas could try to grab you, but you'd still both be in the water, but you'd be stabilized, or Talas could try to catch himself.
I feel like Talas would try and catch himself first?
Okay.
I don't know.
He is currently stable, as I said.
Yeah. He's able to tread the water.
Well, it's more like he's able to, keep his head up and avoid the rocks. He's still being swept away by the current, because it's...
Yeah, I mean, I say tread water in keep his head above it, not stop himself from moving. But
yeah. True.
And he'd probably actually try and grab the ferret, I guess. I don't know. I feel like that's kind of in his MO.
I'll allow either reflex or athletics. Either try to swim over and grab you, or just quickly grab you. Both of it I think would be fine.
He'd probably. Well, don't think it's better than.
Unless he had a better way of grabbing a ferret.
Probably not.
Giant net.
Yeah, definitely athletics over flex.
Okay, that is a pretty good check. So, Talas will be able to kind of already being stable, kind of be able to move over and kind of do a quick dive down and kind of grab you and get back up to the surface. So the two of you are still being swept away, but honestly speaking, he's got a hold of you at least, so you're stable.
Yeah.
All right, Calder, what do you want to do?
Alright, I'm going to run along the side.
Mm-hmm.
I will pull out some rope from my bag.
Okay.
50 feet. And I...
Perception check to spot a glowing ferret.
I maybe allow it, but you guys went pretty far, pretty fast. As I said, Raging Rapids.
And it did take a while. It did take you 2 attempts to break out.
Yeah, that is true.
Again, this isn't like an exact. This is just a representation. So.
Yeah. It's not perfect round.
Do I have anything? I'm looking at my...
It's almost just saying the map isn't a representation.
Man, I'm gonna have to start crafting
exactly.
more consumables here soon.
Yeah, I need to do some of that. That's why I brought up the alternate crafting rules, so you can actually attempt some crafting.
Yeah. Well, everyone has stopped themselves pretty much, right? So if I keep running, I'll reach them eventually.
You reach
Talas?
Umbrin, Talas, and Ixbanor are still going downriver.
Oh,
Does Umbrin see a glowing ferret go by him, or has that not happened yet?
I'm going to say probably didn't notice if it happened.
Okay.
Umbrin was busy trying to wedge themselves into horrific rocks that they just shoved in their face, so I don't think they were noticing anything.
And now he's dealing with probably the pain of having water force him into rocks.
Yeah.
If I scratch the rope thing, I have 30 feet of movement. If I use all 3 actions to stride 90 feet, can I get to where Umbrin generally is?
I will say you can probably get sight of Umbrin if you stride 90 feet.
Okay, gotcha.
Umbrin will be noticeable because of stuck in rocks in the kind of not quite center of the river, but kind of towards it,
probably making audible sounds of.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, then
Right.
I will.
What is? That's a question. What is the speed of this river? 20 rounds per turn? 30,
Oh God.
30 per turn?
Probably decently fast. But then I will use all of my actions for movement and just sprint as quickly as possible along the side.
Rapids are faster.
It's between
velocities
2
often
to 10.
exceeding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
2 meters per second up to 8 to 10. I'll say this is a pretty fast area, but like kind of in the middle, so 5 meters per second. So
Yeah,
pretty
but-
fast.
Yeah, really decently fast.
Yeah.
Yeah, a good metric is to double that, and that's miles per hour for meters per second.
So yeah, you're going at pretty decent speed. So like 10 miles per hour. So like if you were running along, you wouldn't be able to keep up, but you wouldn't be like, because again, like I think it's like sort of like your speed divided by 10 tends to be miles per hour ish.
About. Since I have 90 feet and the river, if it's 5 meters per second, that's around 96 feet-ish per round.
Yeah,
I'm
so
just barely
you're
kind of
not
behind it.
keeping up. Yeah. So you did have some time to kind of break out, so that's why
Yeah.
you're catching up here. Umbrin was just able to catch himself pretty quickly, unfortunately.
That's
Well, painfully.
Yes.
But I'll just be sprinting then, trying to make it as fast as possible to where Umbrin is.
Umbrin, you're in incredible amounts of pain. You are currently stable in the river, but you are kind of stuck because, again, like, you've got this, honestly, 10 mile per hour thing of water
All right.
smashing into your back,
I just did the math. That would be about 100 feet per turn.
Okay, yeah.
Jesus.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, rapids can be fast.
Oh, yeah.
Can be fast.
It's 16.4 feet per second.
Yeah, and then I
16.4
multiplied that
times
by
6
6.
is, yeah, it's a very fast river.
Mhm.
Yeah, and we have no spells other than cantrips.
Yeah, hey, we cut down travel time slightly.
Look, that's why I cast light.
I am going to take my rope that has the grappling hook attached and
Mhm.
try to throw it to shore.
Okay. I guess give me a ranged attack. We'll say. That's the best thing I can say. Yeah, we'll just have you roll like a dexterity. 'Cause I don't know if you'd be proficient in grappling hook.
It's
Well-
more thrown weapon, but yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, grappling hooks, it's a ranged attack using your simple weapons
Okay.
against a DC that the GM decides.
Thank you.
Oh.
So
it's a
yeah,
simple
make,
weapon.
make a simple ranged attack.
I have a,
I'm trying to figure out how the hell to do that.
It's a,
what's
a basic.
your-
It's a basic attack.
yeah. What's your simple weapon proficiency? You just
Basically,
add a
do you
D20
have
plus
simple
that.
Weapon? Yeah. Do you have simple weapon proficiency? That's the question.
I'm pretty sure I do. Give me a
Everyone should. It just depends on what it's at and like trained expert and all that.
Yeah. In fact, I think we should be trained because you're a full caster, so it should be trained. You don't get
Yeah.
expert. Until
It'd be
level,
under
like,
your proficiencies where your
9 or
skills
11.
are. Should be a simple weapons roll.
Yeah.
Dirt. Okay, I'm sorry. That's why I was just like, huh? Where?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
no,
I'm
no.
trained, but I don't see a place to
Oh,
roll.
it doesn't give you a thing.
It doesn't give you a roller. You can just do a
So, I
D20
guess,
plus
yeah.
your modifier.
It does just give you modifier though. So
Plus 7. So it's
You know what? That's
R//
not- Yeah.
Yeah.
/R.
/R.
But that, you know what? 7's
R.
not too bad. That's only 2 behind mine, and I'm an expert.
Well, yeah, that's how it works. It's 2 behind.
Oh yeah, fair. I forgot we're at low level.
That
I'm
did
used
not
to-
work.
I'm used to playing it like 11.
I must have
Um,
mistyped something. I'm just gonna roll a
Slash
d20.
Yeah,
That's
slash
fine.
R
And-
space. Can you?
Oh,
I
right.
think the thing allows you to add a modifier to it.
It does. It's /R space 1
like a space for the
D20
modifier.
plus 7, like that.
that's still a pretty
Well,
good
yeah,
roll at 24. Okay, you'll kind of
Oh, yeah,
throw the.
thank
You'll
you.
kind of
That
like drag the grappling hook out as you're kind of like kind of stuck there. Kind of throw it out to the side of the river, and kind of like actually manage to get it like kind of like lodged in a couple of rocks. It feels pretty secure.
Well, also, there's someone who's going to be running by who might be able to grab the rope.
Yeah,
Yes.
my
It's
plan was
stuck
to
at the
throw your
shore.
rope, but you were actually really quick on the draw.
Yeah, I figured now, I have a rope at the shore.
Yep.
Yeah. If I see that, then I'll be beelining.
Sure, you'll be able to get up there. Why don't we resolve you two first, since you're trying to help him out, and we'll get back to Talas and Ixbanor somewhere
Sorry,
down
guys.
river.
Tweaking out in the river.
Uh-huh. Okay. All right. You can easily get to the rope at the end. What are you guys gonna do? You've got the grappling hook is kind of stuck there. You can probably, it's decently hooked in. You could probably find a better hook because you're not just throwing it if you really wanted to. And the rope is going out.
I could try to tie it around myself.
Yeah.
Mhm.
If you want to try to haul me in,
If you want to try and like wrap it around your waist, I have pretty decent strength. I can
I
grab
have
it like
okay
wrap it around
strength. I
my
get
arm
plus
and try
2,
and
but my athletics is
drag
just
you to
dog
shore.
shit.
Yes, that's fair.
Yeah.
So I would like to, if I may, use athletics to try and like reel him in, just
Sure.
like wrapping the rope around my arm.
I can say that, Umbrin, you could roll basically athletics to assist, trying to maintain yourself on the other end, if you want to.
I mean,
Because you're the one being pulled in.
why not?
Yeah,
Yeah.
make my job easier.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Unfortunately,
I'm going to use a hero point just to try to make this slightly better because I want to miss to succeed.
Mhm.
Yeah, that'd be a critical failure, so I'd take a -1.
Okay. Not a critical failure anymore,
Yeah,
but unfortunately, it's sort of like
I
you
don't
still,
assist.
You don't assist. Basically, as you kind of dislodge yourself from there, you are once again taken by the rapids, and the fortunate thing is being on the rope means that you're not like being swept away the same way because like the angle is keeping up the surface, but certainly speaking, you are not helping at any. All right,
Yeah.
Calder, you've got a basically someone caught in the rapids and you're pulling them in.
You're caught a
Right.
fish.
All right. You kind of
Thank
plant
God.
yourself down. I was going to have you make a check not to be pulled in by this, but that's really good. You're not. You just managed to you basically kind of see a small scrub tree nearby and kind of angle the hook around it and kind of hook it around and then just start using that as kind of an extra leverage and start pulling Umbrin in. You will be able to move Umbrin into the shore through the rushing water as he's injured, exhausted, waterlogged, and really just messed up. But you managed to get him in.
Huzzah.
They're good. That's one down.
All right. In the meantime, there
Oh,
is
Lord.
a orc and a ferret going down river. I will need another athletics check from Talas just to see if he maintains himself. As then you figure out what possibly the two of you can do. You will not have to make a check next week. Well, probably don't have to make a check. Talas is doing great. Actually, that's a really good check. So
Talas is doing great.
Talas
Yeah.
is actually able to get you guys in really good position. So what do you want to try to do to get out? You can have Dallas try to do something. Honestly speaking, he could try to grab a shore or something, or grab something along the way, or you could try to do something either to help him or to do it yourself. So the two of you are working
well-
together. You have that opportunity.
Yeah. I mean, so I also have a grappling hook. The issue is, I do have a tiny sized grappling hook. so I don't think
It's
I'd be able to hold the
adorable.
weight of Talas.
No, it's adorable, and no.
I mean, you have. If you have your own, you can try. And we could use Umbrin's to try and hook, throw it at Talas and hook his armor and drag him.
Well, they're somewhere way downstream from you at this point in time, so you'd have to catch up with them if they manage to catch themselves.
It'd be more rounds of sprinting quickly.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see what Talas has in his item.
Yes.
Looking through. He also has a grappling hook, but a properly sized one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Does everybody have a grappling hook?
We did get like one when we started the game, so I think someone didn't have them and they got one. So.
Oh, I think what it was is there was some standard equipment was handed out to the group as like, hey, you're a bunch
I think
of
I actually already had one though.
Yeah, I already did too, and then that's why Talas now has one.
That makes sense.
Because he was given one.
Yeah, I'm just like basic adventuring gear, grappling hook. You can sometimes need one.
And
So
I understand
Talas
why
can try.
Ixbanor bought one, because Ixbanor's like, probably doesn't my size.
Yeah.
I mean, I figure it's just nice, yeah, because otherwise I couldn't throw it. Because trying to throw it would give me the clumsy condition, which would make my throw worse.
Yeah.
I just see your rope as like some thread. You have a spool of thread.
Yeah, it's just probably a thinner rope, not like straight up thread, though.
It's yarn.
Yeah.
You have a ball of yarn.
I mean, I do have actual rope as well, I just also have tiny.
Alright, if you want to make a check with Talas to see if he can get a grappling hook onto something.
Gonna do...
I can say, because he's in a fairly good position, if you wanted to, and he's doing very good for, maintaining the two of you in the water, you probably could easily have him, honestly speaking, try to melee it onto something along the edge.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
He basically had a critical success on his athletics check. The DC is 20.
Got it. Yeah, so...
I was gonna say toss a ferret. Whee!
Toss
Grab
a
him
ferret
and
with the
throw
grappling
him.
hook. Not that that would help.
If he wants to use kind of like... so he kind of like gets out the grappling hook.
Strike.
Yeah. As he kind of like hooks it around himself. He can kind of like lodge it into the side. It's not lodged. He doesn't get it in such a way that he is not going to be like, oh, I'm hooked. But like, it will get hooked, and then like, the two of you will kind of go down and kind of hit the rope. So the two of you are now stuck in the rapids, but you are basically kind of near the shore, in the water, hooked along the edge, at least for now. Again, like at this point in time, if you really want, he could toss a ferret to shore.
I'm gonna still be a little bit better than that. I'm going to grab a mirror, because I do have a mirror, and try and use my light to kind of reflect it. There's light now shining off of me to reflect it down the.
Hey guys,
Signal.
we're down here.
Yeah.
I on my turn, I'm going to release my bat to search for them.
Yeah.
Man, I think they're gone. Oh well, that sucks. Hey, what's that over there?
Talas, you can make another athletics check to try to track the two of you in, I'll say. It'll take some time, so maybe, you might get some help. Might need some help. We'll see how well this goes.
That 20.
I mean, that would just be dragging yourself down. Just don't. I guess I can roll it if you want. Well, I mean, good enough.
Wow.
I rolled for Talas and it was I rolled an 18.
I don't know why. I was like, why? Why do you need a roll? I'm like, oh, I totally missed that you said roll for Talas. I don't know why I thought you said.
Yeah, Talas. This is Talas trying to drag himself up the rope and like drag himself back to that kind of already hooked onto the shore. He just does. He just drags you to the shore, the two of you, and the other two can come like kind of running down the river, seeing like this like weird light in the distance.
Yeah, I would have set the bat up to its eyes to spot them.
Just dragging the two of you to shore, and then just kind of getting up on shore and just kind of falling over, probably exhausted, because that probably sucked.
I mean,
I have a question.
Sure.
Did we, our stabs, we didn't have to throw the charges of those in, did we?
No.
no.
Okay, well, once we're all together, I'm going to cast heal.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Because I definitely need it. I'm sure everyone can use a little, so.
A little extra HP would be nice.
Not a lot, but it's something.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to use the last charge. Oh, +1, so 6 actually.
All right.
And I'm going to use the last one as well. Because. So another 5.
I will want something from all of you, though, just to set the scene, and also because you all went through a lot of crap. I need all of you to give me some fort saves.
That I'm actually decent at.
Let's go! Hypothermia! I'm
Oh
re-rolling.
god.
Would you say these are what?
Fort
Fort
save.
saves. Yes.
Yeah, let's just hero point that real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Better-ish. Better than that one.
Okay.
What do you have programmed that makes a train come when you roll a 1?
I genuinely could not tell you.
What?
Okay.
Can you roll a 1?
I don't hear that. No.
I see a train when he rolls a 1.
No, I see it too.
Because we have the 3D dice on.
Oh, it's a 3D dice.
Must
then,
be
okay.
something with 3D dice.
Yeah. My fortitude, thank you. My brain
If they're
took a
rolling
second.
those, I can go into my settings.
I opened
and
up my
figure out what's
sheet and then
causing it.
immediately forgot what I was doing.
Table, utility, workbench, player settings, dice so nice. 3D.
Oh god.
So
I
Talas
think Talas wants.
Calder will get a
He can
1.
use a hearing point. Oh no, Calder
I mean,
re-rolled.
only if
He
it-
got an 18.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
I
Calder
re-rolled.
got an 18. Ixbanor got a 16. Umbrin
I don't
got
know. I
a
feel like that's
30.
thematically appropriate for Talas, but
Yeah.
after
Uh,
helping me at the cost of
So
himself.
unfortunate.
So, then currently the only one that's not affected by this is Umbrin, because you've got a 30. The rest of you are just fatigued.
I'm
Fair
used
enough.
to the cold and the dark.
You know, you're cold, you're wet, you just dealt with massive rapids, your bodies are spent. And Talas is in fact, like, he's exhausted, he's barely kind of, like, able to move. He basically used adrenaline to drag the two of you to shore, and, like, rescue the two of you. So he's just kind of, like, lying there at the edge
I'm
of
gonna
the
say
water.
to everyone,
Did she get?
Why
2
don't you guys-
levels of it?
why don't you guys rest here? I'll go gather some wood.
Oh, there's only 1 level of fatigue. Never mind.
Yeah, it never compiles.
Oh yeah, I never took
think-
myself out of the water. There we go.
Drained.
I think I was thinking
Drained
of,
is the badness.
That's the one. Yeah.
Can I make a survival check to go find wood?
Sure. Alright, you'll be able to find some basic supplies. Probably enough to make a small fire. Nothing like
That's
boring.
fine. And I'll use ignition to set it on fire.
Yeah. You'll be able to set up like a small fire. It'll be enough to like start heating you, at least warming you. It's not gonna like, easily dry everybody. You're all very soaked and chilled here. So, this area of the river appears to be where it's kind of a little down in a kind of like almost a slight valley area where the river goes down a little bit and the walls of the river go up a little bit. So you're on this kind of like smaller shore with, it's not huge cliffs, like maybe 10-foot cliffs outside of it. So certainly speaking, like if there was major flooding, this area would be flooded that you're in. But right now, You can see, like, being in this little, like, kind of crevice that goes on for a while is probably what's creating the rapids and the more intense area of river that you're in, at least for now. You are on the northern shore, just a note, and this area of the river is probably at one of its minimum distances, so it's about 40 feet. Where in the upper end, where your city is, it's about 200 feet long. In that area.
I think what affects, if I remember correctly, the things that affect river speed is slope, obviously narrowness and depth, and volume of water, obviously, and then the roughness of the bottom.
This has probably a combination of those. It definitely narrows in this area to help speed it up. Eventually downriver somewhere, it opens up a little bit before hitting a giant lake. So this is the river that will eventually go to that big old lake you were in the middle of just previously, but, way down the river.
I'm guessing we could take a long rest? Or rest for the night?
You can rest for the night.
Yeah.
Nice.
You're in a fairly sheltered area. Generally speaking, you are somewhere in your homeland. In the Wardlands. But you are also kind of like in an area that's probably, for one thing, generally speaking, far away from civilization in the first place. It is more of a kind of like that savage area on the area. It's on the edge of the Swamplorns. And you are definitely farther away from it. You're not sure how many days' journey it would be to get back there at this point in time, because you don't have your exact coordinates.
Well, I'm going to send Shadow up.
West will take you back towards that area, but yes.
I'm going to send Shadow up to get an aerial view, and I'm going to share my senses with him.
Sure. Roll perception. Maybe we can see if you see anything. We'll see what the shadow takes notice of.
Well, I'm looking through his eyes, so I get my perception at least.
Take those down, and we'll take some elemental fire ammunition.
Right.
Oh God! I'm going to use the other hero point on that one.
Man, we're getting awful.
I hate to do it, but
we got to get some information. I mean, it's not a bad idea.
Huh.
There we go.
Discord made it so you can no longer look at pinned messages while you're in a chat.
Huh.
That's weird.
That's better.
No.
Alright.
I can.
Really?
Yeah. I just click the pin and I can see everything.
There must have been an update that maybe you didn't get.
I know.
I don't know.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it updated yesterday for me, so.
Updated.
More options.
I don't know. Seems to.
Well, I lost power yesterday, so I actually had to.
Oh, restart stuff.
Yeah, and it actually said update. I'm like, yeah, I guess I should update.
Yeah, I don't know what to say about that one.
I'll figure that out. Instead
but
of
25.
25 is a much better check. So you're just
I just noticed that because I was trying to find the map.
A lay of the land. You can tell that you are deep in the wooded areas. Just like the northern area of the Wardlands is heavily wooded, so their woods seem to go on for miles in many directions. There aren't any major things that you can see, though there are some areas that there seem to be kind of breaks in the forest. You're not sure if those are small meadows, maybe some kind of settlements of people. There seems to be one on the same shore as you, a little farther to the west on the northern shore, and two on the southern shore. Granted, if you all want to get to the southern shore, there's a really, difficult river to cross, about 40 feet wide at this moment.
Yeah, no. I ain't
granted,
going back in that.
In other areas of the river, it's probably easier to cross, but not here.
Okay, so we're on the wrong side of the river, is what you're saying.
No, there's some on this
yes
side.
And no. Yeah, there's one on this side, farther to the west, and two areas that may be something in the forest, but they're pretty far off. If you want to send Shadow on a long reconnaissance trip, you could probably check them out.
Okay, wait. So what did we just figure out? I'm sorry. I'm just like.
Okay. You're in the area of deep forest.
Yes.
We'll start with that. The Shadow noticed that, or Joe Umbrin, through Shadow's eyes, noticed that there seems to be 3 areas where there are breaks in the forest, where the forest seems to like open up a little bit. That could mark maybe small meadows or some other thing that's caused an area. So it could also be settlements or campsites or something where people have cleared trees. It's impossible to tell if it's natural or not, but you see basically 3 of them. 2 on the southern side of the river, 1 on the northern side.
I suggest we go ahead to the one on our side and see what we can do from there.
Probably
Are they
best.
both? So they're both upstream, meaning towards.
The one on the northern side is upstream. You'd have to get away from the river and basically go maybe like a little bit inland to get to it. The 2 on this southern side of the river, one is like probably more like straight across from you, and the other one seems a little bit upstream. But they're pretty far apart. The one I would say would be like, if you got to the southern side, like maybe like a mile. So pretty far.
Okay.
Yeah.
And we're currently on the northern side of the river?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's why I was just saying it might be just easier at least to go examine the one on this side than trying to find a way to cross the river.
Yeah, it's
So
probably
the north is
best bet.
downstream and the other are up?
No. East and west is
Opposite.
The stream direction. North is going away
Opposite.
from the stream, and south is going away from the stream too. Like your stream is going from west to east.
I guess
the
what I'm
river.
asking is it directly north or northwest? Or north?
It'd be northwest of you.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go. So, okay. I think we've got it. Do we have it in everybody's brain?
I think so.
Cool. Okay.
No dying.
Let me throw a badger on the board to like see them. So like, let's say you were here for this badger. One would be kind of like here across the river. One would be kind of maybe like here, pretty far away, and this one would be kind of like here. Again, these are pretty decent distances. And the river would be like going like right below the first badger, north south. So
Yeah.
from, like,
Okay.
We're from west to east. You are in that small kind of canyon area. As I said, it's about 10 foot down with little kind of like cliffs. It's probably not impossible to climb, but it would take you some time if you want to get away. It would get you away from the river, and it would be an effort to do so. I would just say. I'm not gonna have you roll, but I'm just letting you know that you would doing that would break you away from leaving my badgers.
I eat your badgers.
Where you are now, the vegetation is fairly light along the riverbed. Honestly speaking, again, because you're in a floodplain area, scrub trees, bushes, and stuff. Thunder, or just some engine roaring in the distance. Maybe thunder.
It might be thunder because there's thunderstorms coming through my area too.
Yeah.
Same.
I just have 95-degree heat.
Pleasant. We're in 80s and thunder anyway. It would be thick forest if you exit this area here. Just to let you know.
No matter which way we go, when we start moving, I am going to cast show the way.
So north will take us away from
The river.
civilization. Well, away from the river, but also away from basically where we want to go.
Yes and no. You're still going west. If you try to go to the open area on this side of the river, I will say that it will still be generally in the same direction, but as long where you are going is very far to the west. So Birchleans is like western other side. You're not sure how far west it is, but it would be upriver, basically, somewhere. That's as far as you know. you're not sure how many days, how far away you are. That's information. Honestly speaking, you teleported here. You can recognize the river. You can probably, with your basic like understanding of reading the stars or reading stuff, tell which way's north, south. Or you're like, this is the
I have a
river.
compass.
Yeah, you have a compass too. Yeah, so you can be like, hey,
too, but yeah.
you've reached the river. We know where this is. This is like the only major river that would be in this area. So, yeah.
Yeah, so heading northwest might not be a bad thing.
Yeah.
I think where I'm confused is the direction of the river on the map versus the direction of the river. Like, I thought the river went a different direction on the map.
This image that I'm showing, theoretically, because I feel like this looks like it's going from here to here, just for the positioning of the way. That would be the correct direction that you'd be going. So this would be
no, and that's what I'm saying. Like, I thought because like on the map, on like the rough map you gave a while ago, and the one I was making, which I realized I need to finish, would run the other direction, which is why I was confused.
It's like I kind of angle it. Like, this badger up here is like where the city is. This badger out down here, this corner is where it heads to back where you came from. This badger, like, up here is the one that you kind of, like, saw in opening. This badger, like, down here is the one across the river. This is the other one across the river. So here's all different badgers.
I guess what you would want to do is flip the image vertically or horizontally. But anyway, it's fine.
Wait,
now I get what's going on.
Why?
Again, because the river that's between the Swamplands and the Wardlands, which is what I assume is the one
you're next to, yeah?
Yeah, runs runs east to west.
No, runs west to east.
Really?
Yes.
I'm very confused on how that works. Okay.
Okay. Birchlands is in the, like, northwestern corner of the Wardlands, right? The Blue River hits Birchlands and splits in two. One continues heading north. The river splits in two. Half of it goes north, and the other half goes east from Birchlands.
I thought, okay, that explains why I'm so confused. Because, I thought
that's why I mentioned there were two major bridges. The one heading west and the one heading south.
Okay.
That's why I mentioned the two bridges that were very important like that,
I just let me see, because just in like, and I know it's a fantasy world, so it's fine. Like, I totally have done this kind of thing, but rivers don't split in the real world. That's why they only merge, which is why I thought it merged with another one. Okay. It explains why I was so confused.
Wait, rivers can split? It's called river bifurcation. I mean,
it's not common and requires very specific things, and usually doesn't last for very long.
Nah, that's fair.
Anyway,
I bet, it is extremely
Are
rare.
we heading northwest?
Yes.
Again, I'll just say, like, environmentally, it, is like a rare, it's like even rarer, stable version of it that happened here.
No, that's
probably
fair, but yeah.
Dealing with the environment of this one. Anyway, so if you want to, you can head northwest into the forest. I will need a survival check to navigate your way to the location. We'll say it's just difficulty 15. We'll keep it a kind of very low standard difficulty because you did get a good scout out from Shadow earlier, and honestly speaking, you have showed the way, which allows you to travel easily.
I get a plus 11. Does anyone have anything better?
For survival? No.
Yeah.
No, unfortunately not.
I mean, let me check out Talas, but no, he gets plus 10, so.
If he wants to assist.
He can assist.
Yeah, you have the best survival.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, wow.
Well, that's
wow.
So you get
+2.
well, you get plus 2,
31.
So
So, the two of you will be able to quickly navigate your way through the woods. It will be... it doesn't take you too long overall, but again, this is a little distance away, I said, kind of going north and west. You saw it from afar, so it'll probably take you about like a half an hour, even at your accelerated pace through the woods. With the magic kind of keeping you that you kind of like cut through the underbrush with like this like ease, like you're almost like oozing through it, you know, that like you're like a like you're on a game trail that you didn't know about before, kind of thing like that.
Yeah.
As you're kind of like cutting through the woods, as like the bushes and everything is like kind of just engulfing you in these very deep woods that you're in. Please roll me a D6.
Anyone specific or just anyone?
I'll say, Umbrin, since you were the one that made the check, you can roll the D6. Okay, 4. Alright. So, eventually you will emerge out into, you can see kind of the woods kind of breaking away and the plants kind of emptying out a little bit. The brush becoming just a little lighter as you kind of find yourself in a small field area that seems to have been carved out of it. The entire area is getting a little wild now, but there does seem to be a small wooden cabin here, along with an area that seems to have been carved out for a small bit of patch of like maybe farmland, and a couple of small outbuildings that are in the area here. Everything seems a little dilapidated and abandoned. You're not for sure how long.
Well, just in case, do we want to try knocking just in case it's just like an older person here who can't keep up with repairs?
Sure.
I don't want to just break into someone's house unexpected.
And
This
is the northwest clearing, right?
Yes.
I'll break
Abandoned
into a
process.
house. But yeah, we probably should knock. I'll walk up to the door and bang on it.
Sorry, I'm just taking notes, so I just wanted to make sure I was getting all
No,
the pieces correct.
Alright, you kind of give a knock on the door up. There'll be no response. Everything will seem fine. The building itself is still in relatively pretty good shape. It does seem a little bit more worn than, let's say, the buildings were in Creston Mine. But, you know, like, while Creston Mine seems like it was quickly abandoned, this definitely seems like it's seen better days. It's aged. It's also probably a little less well-made. Much more of a simple log cabin in the woods.
Interesting. I'm gonna take out my crowbar and try and pry the door open.
Is it unlocked?
Yes.
Oh, it is. Okay. I don't
You're
I
like,
do this
pull
often.
up the pry door, and it's like, no.
You're pulling out the crowbar. I just walk over and just turn the knob and open the door.
Nah, you're just taking all the fun out of it.
Mhm.
Obviously, someone's never committed to breaking and entering.
So it's a one-room cabin, not anything too fancy. There is an old table, an old knocked-over chair, a kind of like musty-looking, probably a little bit like maybe moldy or creature-infested bed around here. A number of what looks like crates and barrels and probably supplies. The entire area just seems quiet and empty.
I'm gonna look around and just see if there's anything like maybe they had a map of the area or something.
Okay, please give me a perception check.
Yes.
I'll search the place. Okay, 18's pretty decent. So you can take a look around, and you don't find any kind of maps or anything. It does seem as though it's hard to tell, you know, with how much age abandoned, whether this was abandoned quickly or long or anything. It does seem as though there are some dried supplies in one of the crates that was well sealed enough. Basically, if you wanted to, you could get a couple days worth of rations for all of it.
Good point.
It still seems good. Basically, it's like some like old dried fruits and meats that were sealed away pretty well. still in like some salt and stuff like that, so you can kind of clear off the salt and kind of pull out the stuff.
Good point. We would have used them last night.
Yeah, that's why I'm marking them.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you can put a
But
day's
you
worth
get a
of
few days.
rations.
How many specifically?
2. You can each get 2 days worth of rations.
Nice.
Okay.
Speaking of, I should 1 second.
It's probably not going to be the best since it's, aged probably in here, but again, like, it hasn't been so long that it's gone bad. It's been sitting in like a sealed container of salt for a long time. Some meats and like fruits and stuff like that.
That's not
So
bad.
it's kind of like, it's very salty and edible. It ain't good, but it'll do, kind of thing.
How do we add uses back then?
So if you hit edit item and go to details, you'll see the uses,
Okay. That's how we can.
and then you have to update it. Yeah, there's no way to do it simply. You just have to edit the item itself.
Details. Okay, so I'm back up to 7.
I didn't want to give Talas a whole nother ration, so I just bumped his up to 8.
There we go.
Actually, I know what I'll do. Give myself an extra medium ration, because I do have those for some reason.
Well, I guess we could check the outline area. You said there was outlying buildings?
Yes, there's a couple of outlying buildings. One looks more akin to some kind of shed of some kind, maybe for some tools and stuff like that. And the other one, maybe a outhouse.
Well, I don't think, unless you need to visit the outhouse, I think we should check the shed.
Yeah, probably best.
I don't think we all need to go to the outhouse together.
I mean, maybe you could spend it here rather than crapping in the woods. It's like,
Well, yes, but I don't think we want to all go at the same time.
Anyway,
There could be anything in that house.
There could be a boat.
There's a rabid badger in that outhouse.
Yeah, we'll go to the shed.
Alright, it seems a pretty simple shed. Opening up, you can see that there seems to be a large set of what looks to be wood cutting and gardening tools that are kind of like spread across the walls. All in relatively good shape, a little rusty, a little worn for wear, but in pretty good shape, just at quick glance.
I'll give a good rummage through.
Okay, if you want to give me a perception then to see what you rummage from around the area. You
I see nothing of use.
Kind of take a look around, and it looks just like standard equipment that you use for a small personal farm and, wood cutting kind of stuff like that. Nothing that kind of screams anything different in your eyes.
At least I didn't rummage through the outhouse.
True. Nah, I haven't had it. I'm just gonna steal some of the tools. I'm just gonna take some. I haven't had any new ones in a while. Doesn't seem like anyone lives here, and if they are and they're old, they're not gonna fight back.
Any particular types of tools you want to grab, or just in general just grab a few?
I'll grab those woodworking ones.
Sure. There's some stuff
I don't
for
have any
simple
of those.
woodworking. Probably used to make some of the wooden furniture that's inside the house, honestly speaking. Why don't you give me a perception check since you're kind of checking around and grabbing a few things?
Sure. Not that one. That one.
Ooh, pretty good. Okay. As you're kind of grabbing a couple woodworking tools and kind of like looking around, you will see something that seems pretty interesting. Something that catches your eye. Kind of a little bit hidden in the back, kind of behind some of the other tools, there seems to be a strange-looking hatchet. Its axe head is completely black.
I'm gonna
look like a normal axe head, and it has a very strange design on it too. As you kind of like pull it out and look at it, it looks as though one side of the axe head has an engraving that looks to be some kind of bird, maybe an eagle or a falcon, and the other side seems to be of a type of dragon. The handle itself is just a simple wooden handle. Head, it's something very intricate. It stands out, and it seems in still great condition.
Can I attempt to identify this item?
Sure.
Hectic. Okay, do you want to say to identify
Well, it's 10
magic,
minutes.
You need to identify that it's magical first, meaning
I'm going to
Yes.
Yeah, that's true.
But yeah, you can just ask me to come over and be like, boop.
Yeah.
Also, I think technically it is our craft.
Usually for identify magic, it uses one of the 4 magic checks, or for certain items, you can even use crafting for it.
Okay.
I assume this is a magical item, so crafting would not apply here.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Gotcha.
Because I think rules is written, you have to identify you have to identify that there is magic, okay, detect it, and then. Because I think it does say you have to identify it with a detect magic or something like that.
Which is funny.
Yeah.
It's like, that's
I'm-
obviously magical. You
Yeah,
don't know.
I think it's more just to like see the like the way I see it is that like, oh, okay, detecting magic allows you to see the magic, which allows you to then identify what the magic is doing.
Yeah. Oh, I know.
Yeah.
I'm making a joke.
Yeah. So that's why I bring it up. If Tantus wants to be like, oh no, you can do it without it, that's fine.
I can say that if you like, this is something that there's obviously something special about it, so I guess I can let you at least make a basic check. You can probably use some crafting. You might not be able to I would say if you want to identify some basics about it, you might be able to learn some things with crafting, but you won't be able to grab everything about it because it's more than just magical.
That's fair.
I'll just tell you that.
Do you want this as a blind roll?
Why don't you show it to everyone? So let's just see what you get.
Gotcha.
Put that way. 28.
Oops.
All right.
28.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's pretty good. So the first thing that you will identify about this is this metal is very rare. This is sky metal.
Which one of the sky metals? Or can I not identify that?
Give me a second to give you the proper one. Here's the list of them from Archives Special Methods. Sorry. I'll do that. Just so I want to make sure I get the updated rest. Where is that?
Unfortunately, it's not on the archives. It is on the wiki, though. I can send you the page.
I found the wiki thing. I was just
Okay, you got it.
Because I knew there were stats somewhere.
As long as it's not Abyssium.
Yeah, Fever Stone.
Oh no, Abyssium though is toxic.
Oh yeah, no, it's yeah, I know. It's kind of like radioactive.
Yeah.
Oh, adamantine is a sky metal.
It's Numerian steel. Yeah. Is what's now called.
Yeah.
Got it.
I think it's just probably. Honestly, it's the Numerian steel. See if I
Okay,
can
so it's,
process it.
you know what? An adamantine axe is actually pretty good. The stats are going to be under the equipment and then
Special
materials.
materials.
Yeah.
Where
That's
are
first
you?
edition. Dang it.
Got it in chat.
Thank you. There you are, GM Core. Thank you. It's the GM Core. Of course it is.
I have to prowl around the GM core always.
Yeah. So it would be standard grade, I would say.
Wow, really?
Yeah. God. That is better than I thought it was, but it was. All right, so you found something a little crazy. I'll just say that there.
Okay, I do want to say for the purposes of adamantine, it's like, yeah, it's good. It's an 8th level item, but at the same time, or for standard grade, but at the same time, it doesn't do much besides not break.
Yeah.
Well, no. So adamantine tends to bypass a lot of construct hardnesses.
Yes,
you straight up ignore physical resistances a lot of the time.
Okay.
Also, it's magical in some way, so
it is magical in some way.
Yeah, I can't identify. I'm stupid.
Yes. So, I will just tell you what it is, though it's a version of it. It is a unique magical item for the stats of it. It is the Cooperative Blade stats, but it is an axe version of it. So it's a +1 striking hand axe that, when wielding it, you gain a +2 item bonus to aid checks. Checks to aid, and if you're an expert in the skill or attack roll that you're using to aid and critically succeed, you grant an ally +3 circumstance bonus instead of +2.
Nice.
So, if you're doing things to help out people, it's a helpful axe made of Numerian steel, or I guess adamantine.
Yeah, that's really good.
Yes.
Yeah, it's still referred to as adamantine. It's just Numerian steel lore-wise.
Yeah, I know. Because adamantine is something they can still just use.
Yeah.
But they just changed the lore, so it's also Numerian steel.
Yeah.
Thankful being a term that's used in more than just D&D.
Yeah, it's useful. I'm just gonna put that in the old backpack. Damn. I sure hope they weren't using this. It's mine now.
Right. And you got your woodworking to this, so.
Yep. There's nothing of interest in here.
Why'd you pocket an axe?
I threw a smoke bomb down at my feet. No, I'm kidding.
Smoke bomb.
Smoke bomb.
You
Smoke
also
clears.
pocketed like a plane and
a train and an automobile.
Yeah, chisel, small mallet.
Yeah.
Seems to be adamantine. If there's magic on it, you guys can take a look at it. I'm not big on that.
I can check it out for you.
Yeah, sure. I'll hand it to. I'll put it near Ixbanor. It's a medium creature weapon.
Just drop it on his head.
Yeah, it just bypasses physical resistance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which may or may not come up. As of right now, I would say not. Probably not, but depending on your choices, hey, it might still. I can't say it's an impossibility for it to be useful.
We teach the Dread Lord how to make constructs.
No!
That he now sends against us.
It's like this. That seems like a bad idea. I'm just gonna say that there. Just seems like a bad idea. I don't know. Maybe. Anyway,
I mean, so I'm looking through the monster core. First creature I found that has physical resistance that's like not level 8 is a gargoyle. So we're gonna be safe.
Yeah. Alright, why don't we take a break here? It's about that time.
Yeah, that's okay.
We'll take a little snack, drink, bathroom break. Let me switch off to the bathroom music for a break. If you need to do anything else, take care of those. We'll be back in a little bit and we'll continue the exploration travel. Okay. Move on. All right, welcome back, everybody. Itch my nose. It's the kind of thing where you like the tip of your nose itches, so you can kind of like it's kind of like just hard to get. Anyway,
Oh, you didn't put music back on.
I know I haven't pressed the play. I stopped the one music and haven't restarted the other.
Okay.
Because I have the break music, and then I have the live music. All right. We found a really nifty axe that can be useful. It's got some cool magical abilities.
I guess, should we check out the outhouse? Who knows? Maybe he has an old map in there and some toilet paper.
There could be like a Elden Ring teleporter. Like we open the toilet lid and we get covered in fog cloud and walk to like Caleb. So yeah, might as well check the outhouse.
House ever.
No, it's gonna be Stink Cloud.
Mash. Fucking scarlet rot everywhere.
Okay, but you can't convince me to go swimming. I won't fall for that again.
Again.
Just go
Opening up the
honey dipping.
outhouse, you will find skeletal remains of a human man.
So that's what happened to him. Is there anything on him?
Tattered robes or tattered clothes. It looks as though some kind of rodent has probably gotten to him and eaten his body long ago. Most of the flesh is either like gone or rotted off or just kind of dried onto what's left of his bones that have a lot of gnaw marks on them.
That poor bastard. It's just
But
the
it does
body.
appear he died on the ship.
Man.
Does
So
he
this is
have
the Fallout.
remnants
This is the
of his
Fallout
sandwich?
environmental storytelling skeleton.
What did you say, Joe?
I said, does he have a remnants of a banana sandwich?
No, he does not.
Remnants of a banana sandwich. Oh, well.
Elvis Presley.
This unfortunately wasn't Elvis. He did not die on the ship of the banana sandwich.
Was there any shovels in the
Yes.
I don't know about you people, but I think we should at least put him to rest. Not to mention if we need to use the outhouse.
I mean, how long are we really going to be staying here?
Up to you guys. I don't think I'll be able to help you with that.
No, you can. You can burrow.
I think it's fine where he is. Obviously, he died doing. I think we should respect that. I'm just gonna close the outhouse.
I'm gonna grab a shovel and I'm going to start digging. I don't.
You desecrate his memory. I don't even fucking know this guy.
He loved taking a good old crap on the toilet.
It was his one dream.
It's one dream.
He was constipated for years. God dang it.
I feel like Talas would help.
Yeah. Thank you, Talas. And then cover him, and I'll, do a little prayer over the grave.
Talos will definitely help you out and you'll be able to get him buried. Just like maybe an hour. You're not gonna again, since most of his body has been ravaged by creatures, you don't really.
Yeah, we don't need to go. We don't need to go 6 feet deep.
No. A shallow grave for the poor person. That's not needed. And now you can successfully use the outhouse if you really want to do. Congratulations.
Yay, outhouse. I'm gonna use the outhouse.
It's an
I
outhouse.
just
I
had
mean,
this. I just had this image of you opening the door, and there's like a little ferret with a giant newspaper.
I'm just
sorry, sir.
Yes. You'll be able to use the restroom if you wish to. Anything else you're doing while you are here? Or moving returning to your travels.
That was everything here, so.
Yeah, we got the axe. I got some new tools.
We got some rations.
True, more food. I'd probably just start moving on.
I guess head back towards the river.
Yeah, see if
Maybe we
can't
can
find
find a
bridge.
crossing. Or at least a shallower part, or a part that's not raging.
Yeah.
Well, you don't really need to be on the south side unless you want to be on the south side, as the Birchlings is technically on the north side of it.
Oh, okay then.
Because basically, where it forks, it's in the corner there.
Right.
Yeah. So that's why there are two bridges that go to other places, because like it's the weird thing of it's the little bit of the wildlands that's on the north side of the river. There's that like stretch of it before you would technically hit the swamplands. So basically, if you would keep going north, the forest would start getting marshier and swampier until it would turn.
Well, then we do need to get to the south side, don't we?
You don't need
But-
to, but you could.
But the Birchlings are right on the river, and I think there's a bridge
Oh,
there.
okay, so we could just keep going west.
Yeah.
It honestly doesn't take it very difficult to get back to the river to the south. So if you want to head back to the river, you can.
Might as well. It gives us it gives us a point not to get lost by.
True. Okay. I don't necessarily need a survival check, and we will go at a pretty decent speed.
At least for a few more hours.
True. How long are you traveling throughout each day?
I would say we could probably easily travel like 10 hours a day.
Well, assuming
Maybe because
the
you have
issue
to think about
is if we go over our if we try to go over max travel speed of like 16 miles per day, we start to incur
Exhaustion.
fatigue, and then in extreme cases, drained.
well, we can easily do 8 hours without too much concern because at least we'll make better time.
Well, yeah, that's the
Yeah.
Because
16
I'll
miles
cast
per
the
day.
spell every day.
That's fair.
That's your 16 miles per day. Okay. So without incident, 3 days will pass. Are you doing anything during those 3 days? Because you're walking along the river.
I guess I would do some survivals just to cut down on how much rations I'm using, and then I could give extra rations to other people if need be.
Sure. I guess give me 3 survival checks along the way. We'll see what you can get. I guess if anybody else wants to do that and try it out, we can.
Well, that's crap.
I am going to be using. I have a feat. I have Inventor. So while we're traveling, I'm going to be working on new alchemical formulas.
Okay.
Unfortunately, I am broke, so I can't make anything exceptional. I can make because I have to pay half the cost up front, which is already pretty nasty.
Yeah, I have 8 gold on me, 10 silver and 5 copper. I mean, I have the emeralds, which are worth money, but
Yeah.
I have 4 gold, and we have in the party stash 12 gold. So
But I would like to invent the nail bomb formula, if I may. A second level item.
Okay.
Half the cost up front is going to be 4 gold, so let me just remove that. And then it usually takes level DCs, unless you would like to adjust the DC.
I will say I will not be making any major adjustments to just keep it to the typical. What did you say? It's a normal. What's the normal increase?
So DCs by level, since it's a second level item, it would be a DC 16. But because it's uncommon, it would be adjusted by, I believe, a +5.
we'll keep it at that. The basic adjustment. No further adjustment.
Gotcha. So a DC 21. Crafting.
Ooh, nice.
Nice.
Is there a
That's
critical
even less.
success on this one, or is it?
So with the critical success, I don't
Also
think
less
anything changes. I just
but
get
they meant it,
to
never mind.
pay the other half of the formula, and then I get the formula permanently.
Okay, cool.
I will remove 4 more coins and add nail bomb to my.
And Umbrin, you would have made 2 successful checks then. Neither are critical.
So I
but
only
just
have to use 1 day's ration.
Yes.
Now I can start making bombs.
I'm gonna be creating some stuff. I'm curious what I should make though. Like I
what
could
do
just
you
make
have?
some extra bombs, or I could make minor elixirs of life. I only have enough to make a batch of 4 of like
If
a
you-
low level item,
Oh.
or I can make a single higher level item.
You do have the advanced alchemy benefits, do you? Don't you?
No.
Or no? Oh, okay. Only I do.
So so advanced alchemy is you have to pick up.
Yeah. Well, I get it
as
from munitions crafters, gunslinger, but mine only works for bombs and ammunition. I can't do elixirs and stuff.
Yeah. So I can the advanced alchemy, if you're subclass, you have to take a separate feat for it, which I do plan to pick up next class feat.
Yeah.
But
Are they lesser or minor elixirs?
like I can make a well, that's the thing. I could only have enough money to make a minor elixir.
Oh, gotcha. I mean, I have 10 gold pieces. Do you want some of my money?
Let's see.
I have
To
8
make
if you
to
need
make
a
the
few.
next tier of elixir would be 30 gold for one of them.
Oh, I see. Yikes.
Yeah. Until we get to, unless we can sell off one of these emeralds.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to sell one last time, but you're like, no, I want them.
Well, I'm just saying I can use them for healing, but
I know, and I'm like, we should sell them, and you're like, no, I'd rather
well,
have
now we
them.
have 6, so
yeah.
found 3 more. I didn't know we were gonna get more.
Yep. Also, can you even cast this spell yet?
No, it's a
It's a
feat
feat.
that I have.
Oh,
Crystal
okay.
healing.
Yeah.
Very good feat. Personally, I think.
With that said,
Yeah.
Here, so you can see it.
Maybe. Are there any like low tier bombs you can make? Those could be useful.
Put the extra. Where are? Oh, they're on your sheet. Okay, I'm like, where are the emeralds?
I have them. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I can make low tier bombs. Glue bombs are probably the best one to make if I'm gonna make those bombs.
Glue
If you
bombs
give
are
me,
very
like,
nice.
Yeah, if you give me 5 bombs, I can make some elixirs, which might be nice.
5 gold pieces?
Sorry, 4 gold pieces.
4
then I
gold
can make a batch
pieces.
of 4.
Here, I'll chip in 2 if you want to chip in 2.
That sounds good. I'll put 2 in the stash.
I just took them off my sheet.
Well, how much? 2? Said.
Yeah, I took 2 off my sheet.
Yeah. So you're
Okay,
getting
I'm gonna
4.
put
He gave
Yeah.
2, I gave 2. That leaves me
How
with
many
8
take?
gold pieces left.
Oh yes, now.
I have 6.
Fortunately, I don't have reverse engineer yet. I'd like to get that eventually.
Well. Okay, so for 16, yeah, I actually can make some. I'm gonna make a batch of Drakeheart elixirs then, because that one's one I actually wanted for other people. Plus 4 item bonus. Well, wait, hold on. That's the one I wanted for other people. Basically, plus 4 item bonus to AC. the dex cap of +2. So it's basically +6 item bonus if your armor isn't better. I don't know what people have at the moment.
I think currently
Wait, what's that?
+4 item bonus with a +2 dex bonus, which is pretty good if I remember correctly. That's like let me look at equipment.
That's actually pretty... I think that's better than my leather lamella.
Yeah, that's the equivalent. That's the equivalent of a high of. Actually, that's better than high tier medium armor because you get the. Yeah, so it's basically gives you the same bonus as a heavy armor.
Yeah, J-Cart muted. It's actually pretty crazy.
Yeah, I have a +1 breastplate.
And that's for the lesser, by the way. Okay, so you would actually it'd be the same for you, but.
What do you mean by that?
Because it'd be a total of if he has a +1, then it'd be a total of +6 between Dex and AC.
Oh yeah, I was looking at the 5d10s that GM.
Oh.
The giant badge rule. Don't worry about it.
What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that?
Like, I mean, again, if we get a lot more money, I can make the better one.
It's just giant badgers playing dice.
But if you want to make,
basically it'd be a +4 to AC, a +4 AC, +2 Dex for a total of 6 armor, and +1 item bonus perception checks. And you can draw back -1 penalty to will saves, reflex saves, and all skill checks to recall knowledge. And then you can also use Final Surge, which allows you to stride twice, but it immediately ends the effect. So I think those will be a good batch. I can give one to you, or give 2 to you, and I'll keep 2.
It sounds good. Let me take out the fire ammunition. Let me swap out, since we're taking 3 days. Swap out for a couple of nail bombs.
Oh yeah, you can do half. How many days you said? 3?
3 days.
This is 3 days for now. And this is 3 days that are basically the same. Like, if you're still... I'd say just describe it. You'll definitely move out of the valley area, and the river will eventually become a lot less dangerous. Certainly speaking, it becomes much more fordable as it begins to be widen to closer to what it is around the Birchlands. The path and the forest around you will continue to be very dense for the first few days, but by the 3rd day, it will become a little bit lighter. Signs that perhaps there have been some more logging or people in the area, but certainly speaking, you are still deep in the woods.
I will be also having Shadow every so often fly up and look around.
Sure.
Okay, well, I could, if I do take the full 3 days to make these, I can reduce the gold needed by 2.
Okay, so we both get a gold back then.
Yeah.
That's not a bad idea.
Sure.
Because it's not like we're doing anything else for these 3 days.
I'll pay
So I want to
do that. Will I take the coins? I didn't do anything.
Oh, you trying to drag your coins to the stash and bring them up?
Okay.
Don't bother, because
Yeah, and then you would
I
type
just
it,
added
but...
one back to my sheet.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're good. No, I'm trying to take it out of the stash.
Yeah, you just drag. Yeah, you got it.
Oh, I didn't add my 1 to the stash. I just took it off my sheet. So...
I know.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. So, did you subtract 1 from? So I'm gonna subtract 1.
I did. Yeah.
Well. Okay.
Nice. J-Carts. I love J-Cart mutagens. They're like the best mutagen.
You're a mutant.
J-Cart are? What are the best mutagen?
J-Carts.
Yeah. So I'm making some for people. I'm gonna pay 8, and then because there's no in between, then I'll give the rest.
Yeah.
Then I'll just take the rest out.
Everybody else marked off 3 days worth of rations then. Also.
I marked off 2.
Yeah, I'll go through that.
Or 1. I mean,
Ration. There we go.
because I scavenged.
You did scavenge a couple times.
Oh,
Got mine marked.
I'll get Talas.
no, I got
Figure-
Talas because I want to get rid of one of because I can. Basically, in my I'm just getting rid of the ones in my inventory because I have medium ones in my inventory,
Mm.
and I have exactly 3 left on 1 ration, so
Huh.
I wanted to get rid of.
Okay. Exhausted rations.
Yeah, I just deleted that 1 ration. I should have used it, but whatever.
Cool. Okay.
Same difference.
I guess, can you give me a perception then on the morning of the 3rd day, especially if you are using Shadow to scout things out?
Yeah. I'll be looking through his eyes because I get 10 minutes a day. So I send every day. I send him up and take a minute, look around.
Sure.
So.
Alright. Taking a look around at this point in time, you can definitely see that the terrain has changed. On the south side of the river, things have opened up to a large set of fields. So, like, again, it does feel environmentally very different, as there's, like, a little bit of woods on the south side of the river, and then it just opens up to some of the more open grasslands and plains that are known for the waterlands in various areas. This one seems to almost reach up to the river, but not quite touch it. To the north, of course, remains more woods, as is in the area of the marshlands, heavily wooded. But you do see something that stands out that's a little different. You can't quite make it out. There's something in the distance. Smoke, maybe? But it's very far away. You can barely see it on the horizon. There's a lot of it. Maybe a forest fire. Maybe a bonfire of some kind. Either
Guys,
way,
there's smoke on the horizon.
it would probably be at least a day's worth of travel away at this point in time, if not more. And perhaps wouldn't have noticed it if you don't have a bat. You can fly up in the air and look around from great distances.
It worries me.
It is the direction you are going to.
Yeah, it worries me that my conversation I had, he did say there was no saving the Birchlands.
Right. What kind of smoke is it? Black, blue, white, yellow.
It's black, but again, your Umbrin's barely seen far off.
Yeah, it's like it's at least a day's travel.
It's a lot of smoke, but is that like the sign of like a massive bonfire? Could be.
Yeah.
Is the sound of a forest fire? Could be.
Literally anything.
Yeah, I mean, it could be orcs at the gate rather than orcs burning down a city.
Yeah.
Because black smoke does not narrow it down.
Yeah.
It could be literally anything and everything.
They could have moved their camp, closer too, and they have a large bonfire going in their camp.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Could be a lot of little fires that are combining together too. If there's like a lot of there's a lot of questions that when you see a large amount of smoke on the horizon, like a good far off distance area of it, it doesn't tell you a lot, unfortunately, because again you're at least 60 miles away.
Yeah, it's a concern now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we'll keep heading.
Yeah. Again, I'll use the spell.
All right. Another day will pass of travel through the woods. Give me perception checks. Everybody can do that while we're traveling here too.
Gotcha.
Why am I always so bad at some of these?
I think that is like the 6th or 7th one we've had.
We have had a lot of ones this session, but I'm just saying, like, I feel like I roll ones.
Yeah.
Like, this is my first
Ixbanor,
one this
you're
session,
probably
but
too
as far as
engrossed-
perceptions go, I roll a lot of ones.
You're too
Well,
engrossed in
you're
your-
on the, you're really close to the ground, so.
I'm usually on someone's shoulder, but
Um,
otherwise we'd be moving even slower.
Okay,
so Calder, Umbrin,
someone's head gets in the way every time.
about noonish, you'll begin to kind of notice signs of something that kind of worries you. At first off, it's something that you had seen before. At very least, Umbrin is familiar with it. The forest becomes a little bit more quiet. Like, you've been kind of spoiled by your travels over the last couple of days. It sounded like a normal forest. Something that you had encouraged on your first travel north to Jessse, where the forest seemed a little quiet, almost half dead. That sound is fitting in. And then there's howls somewhere in the distance. Familiar howls to you, Ellen.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Calder,
send up.
They don't sound good, but there's some kind of canine creature in the distance. Something you haven't heard before.
I think there's wargs ahead. I'm gonna send up Shadow
Mm-hmm.
and try to get an. And you share senses and try to get an aerial view.
It's always wargs. Why can't it be peasks? Peasks.
That was a piece.
Peasks.
Unfortunately, you don't see anything quite different. You have traveled a good number of miles, and you can see that you are much closer to the area of the smoke. But even then, you still aren't getting a great view of it on the horizon.
Yeah.
You can see that it does seem to be kind of like, a good amount, whatever it is.
I have a bad feeling about this, guys.
Can we avoid him?
Well, I think the city is either under siege, most likely, or already being sieged, or already been sieged.
Right. I mean,
Well, we have two options. Run away, or try and save people.
I vote for runaway.
Understandable.
I
That is
No,
my
you
instinct
haven't.
as well.
But at the same time, Ixbanor, I know you have at least someone there you care about.
Good point. Well, let's go.
Talas will make a suggestion. As much as I would like to save the person that I swore myself to, I know that he would also not want me to sacrifice my life unnecessarily. It's what my lord and lady instilled before I went others. We should probably see what's going on. If we can, we should.
Yes, I'm saying we should probably get closer, and then I could send Shadow out to try to scout.
And if there are captives or such, we can make an attempt, maybe.
We'll see.
Hey, are you doing anything about the cries of the wargs in the distance?
I mean, if we want, you guys can follow the expert, and I can try and lead us there quietly. We'll start moving at half speed.
I think my stealth. Oh no, I'm not expert. I'm only trained.
I am. I think I'm the only expert stealth right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can do that.
Okay.
Let me hang. No, that's the party sheet. Follow the expert. Okay, let me ping follow the expert for you guys.
I have it still active on mine.
Yeah.
Oh,
Same.
you never got rid of yours. Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
I just kept it there because we haven't stealthed without you yet, so.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Mm-hmm.
I'll add it back to. No, I'll add it back to Talas. So I did take it off Talas.
I guess if you want to give me collective stealth then. Alright.
Okay.
Talas is gonna roll
Oh,
pretty
wow.
good. Wow.
Stealth for me.
Okay.
Wow, and I rolled terribly. You know, time. That's gonna be a hero point for me.
Okay. And I'm gonna.
Yeah, I have none. I have none left, so I can't hero point.
I'm okay. If you
Oh, I see yourself there. I see.
Yeah, mine was up there.
There we go.
Okay.
Unfortunately, mine was up there.
Just quickly do the old math-roonies to get an average score for you guys.
Sorry, guys, I'm dragging us down.
That's fine. If we all rolled somewhat decently, then it
I mean,
should
you're not dragging us.
counteract.
Honestly, you're not dragging us down that. You could have rolled
Yeah.
way worse.
Yeah.
You could have rolled worse.
Yeah, and at least
Okay.
Talas actually rolled well.
Yes, which helps a lot. You have
Where's
a
Calder's
pretty
roll?
dang good perception level. So let me just check some things here.
Yeah. I don't see Calder's roll. That's weird.
I see.
Did you secret roll?
Oh, mine might have accidentally. I have a macro for it.
Ah, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't see it. Like,
With a little bit more caution, you continue to make your way along the river. Are you going to continue to push on for just the 8 hours? Or are you going to push on any farther at this point in time? I just want to know that again for what's going on.
Yeah.
How close do we get within 8 hours?
You aren't there yet, I will tell you.
How many more hours does it seem like it would take to get there? Is more my question.
Yeah. Like how far? Like how much could we push it before we start to incur penalties?
also,
You will
depending on. Oh, God.
probably have to travel because that was half a day at half speed. Maybe another day or so's worth of travel at half speed, I would say.
Okay.
I'll let you keep the same average for the entire time you're stealth. That we will do best. Keep it simple that way.
Yeah.
That'll be kind of your stealth travel check. And it does seem like you are avoiding the wards. And I'm taking just the base perception as a DC that you have indeed gone above. There's probably a couple what seem like maybe close calls of like hearing some things getting closer here and there over the course of the time you're traveling. But with exposed, you will manage to fight at just the right time, kind of like do a couple things to just avoid detection.
Okay. I mean, obviously, if it's going to be another day at this point, we should camp.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, yes, going at half speed does change the timeline. But yes. Anyway, going for another day. It'll be the kind of the evening when you're beginning to see. Well, it'll probably be in the back end of the day when you begin to see the smoke is, which has been honestly there for some time. It seems quiet. Like, the smoke seems less, but the smell of burnt is in the air at this point in time as you're approaching the back end of the second day of travel. It just is everywhere in the air. Smoke and soot and burning smell.
Before we rest, I am going to send Shadow back up
Mm-hmm.
and try to, scout through his eyes
Give
again.
me that perception. See what you see.
Oh,
Okay.
Jesus Christ.
So you will was this when you rested, or is this the end of the second day, or the full day of stealth?
The end of the full day of stealth.
Okay, cool.
Or the end of the the end of the
Basically, while
the
we're
end
trying
of the
to set up
first
camp
stealthing
in it.
day. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That
So
was the
while
end
we're
of
trying to
first
set up
stealth
camp.
day.
Yeah,
while you're
while we're trying to set
yeah,
up camp.
Unfortunately, you won't be able to tell much difference.
Yeah.
Anyway.
And then I would do it first thing in the morning again, just
Sure. Anyway, it has been a kind of long, close call, kind of another day of travel, where you're traveling half speed, dealing with, ongoing things. As you're getting closer, no longer are you just hearing wards, you're also occasionally hearing, in amongst the wards, voices. Riders. Scouts. That seem to be watching the area. The words are more for patrol for stragglers. See if you find anybody. Eliminate anything. None may run. These are the kind of words that you will hear coming from them. But at the end of this day, as evening is beginning to fall, you will begin to actually see the forest kind of break and open up, as what is in front of you is a pretty drastic look. You are still a good ways journey from your goal. But now there is a swath of perhaps a mile of forest burnt to the ground. A massive kind of ditch that is about 10 feet wide and 20 feet deep seems to have been trenched here. Almost going over to the side of the river, but not quite breaking into the river. Firebreak. You passed by here along your way back from when you first left. This wasn't here. This is new.
I'm gonna send Shadow up and
Mm-hmm.
see if I can scout it all with him.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, baby. Oh.
Okay. Black land. Burnt land. I think you can see the birchlings in the distance. It may stand, it may not. But the entire area is just... It's, unfortunately, with the kind of... still bits of, smoldering areas, still smoke coming up from areas, it's kind of hard to see anything. And especially kind of getting into this kind of evening time, where the light is fading.
Well, luckily I have dark vision, but still. Smoke
That
kind
only
of
extends
still
60 feet.
60 feet, yeah, true.
So it doesn't really give you, all the way over there vision in the darkness.
Sure it does.
What's over there?
So the end of day 2, are we an hour out from the city, or less, or more?
Probably a couple hours, I'd say, after the city. But you're going to have to, right now, cross the open area of the burnt lands.
Burnt doesn't mean there's nothing.
True. But at very least, a large area has been cleared away through fire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean... if you guys want, I could just go see what I can find. I'm probably the sneakiest out of all of us.
I mean, if we're gonna do that, I could just send Shadow ahead and scout from the sky. I mean, I won't be able to see directly, but... Because I don't think Share Senses goes that far.
I do believe there's a limit in the distance. I'm going to check it out what it is, but I'm not sure.
Off the top of my head, it's 300 feet, but I'm not certain.
Yeah. Again, it's enough to get a pretty good aerial view by sending Shadow up, but not straight above you, but sending it out to go scout right to the outside.
Actually, in share senses, it doesn't say.
If it doesn't list a range, then it's most likely unlimited.
Could be.
Yeah, it just says you project your senses in your Eidolon, allowing you to perceive through it. When you do, you lose all sensory information from your body, but you can sense the alien's body for up to a minute. You can dismiss this effect. This action has the trait matching your alien's tradition, blah, blah, blah. You can also use this ability when it does, projects its senses into your body.
You can communicate with your familiar as long as it's within 1 mile of you.
Okay, so I guess it would be a mile range then.
That's just so yeah.
If we assume it's if we assume it's the same as the familiar version of it, then it would be.
Well, it is a familiar, so
yeah. That is basically how far you communicate with your familiar. So I mean, it depends. I mean, the other one just.
Well, that's for Eidolons. Share senses. It doesn't say how far, but I would assume if you could only communicate with your familiar a mile, then the shared senses would probably have a limit of a mile as well.
Well, you just can't send any more commands to your familiar.
Which I assume also would prevent you from. I mean, okay, here's my thought. If you use it before, you can activate the ability and then it can go outside the mile, but...
Yeah. It's a rules as written versus a rules.
I mean, it's also only 10 minutes.
Yeah. Oh.
Well, you can use it for a minute every 10 minutes, is what it is.
Yeah.
So, I guess.
But I'm saying it would be
point,
once it gets past the mile point, I could only have him fly another 10 minutes worth of flight and then I would lose the sense.
Yeah. So how fast can your familiar move?
25.
It's not terrible.
It's a distance.
You'll get a decent amount of usage out of it then.
Yeah, it's just
again, it's once every 10 minutes you get a min, so that's a little bit of time.
Yeah.
So
and you can wait till it like flies up a bit and activate it, so you get a little bit more time.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Because that's the safest. That's the safest bet here, rather than one of us going.
Okay.
I mean,
I guess
you could also just get closer overall. We just have to cross the fire break.
Yes. As I said,
does it look like they're...
You could easily pass. Currently, you don't see anything. For the fire break, it would be fairly easy to cross if you go to, because you're pretty close to the edge of the river. You've been kind of traveling, not quite at the edge of the river because you'd be out in the open, especially being stealthy, but you're close enough to it that you can see that you just go to the edge of the river because, again, the fire break gets close to the river, but doesn't quite get there. They didn't want to make it a moat. Yeah, they didn't want to flood it. They just wanted to make a big fire break.
Yeah.
But this does seem something that maybe... Something of this scale would have taken a lot of time, so maybe magic, or maybe they've got something that's very good at burrowing on their side, that was able to clear out the dirt very quickly.
So it doesn't look burned. I thought they did a burn fire break. You can do those as well. You just have to do them.
No, it's a 10-foot wide, 20-foot deep ditch in the dirt.
Yeah.
Oh, my brain missed that. Okay.
Yeah. It's not a perfect distance for things like that, but, honestly speaking, with the forest around here, unless you had, accelerants or magic, it probably wouldn't have burned very easily. This isn't a very dry forest. So they've had to do something that.
I just would have assumed they magically burned it, was my thought.
Yeah, that's why, the physical fire break here would probably have been enough to keep the fire out from crossing, definitely.
So after the fire break is it just burnt woods?
Yeah. So after this ditch, it's just smoldering burnt landscape.
Oh.
Can we see the walls of the city on the horizon then?
You can all give me perception checks. Umbrin was able to get a good view from above, but if you want to all give me a perception out in the open. Okay. So,
Nice.
yeah, Ixbanor, you think you can make it out, but it's pretty far out there. Umbrin, you on the other hand can actually kind of see where it's at. As far as you can tell, you do not see any fire damage on the walls, just because you're like, it's very far in the distance, but you're like making out little bits of color and it doesn't get darker.
Right.
Then again, there is an area outside of the birchlings where the forest doesn't reach it. They did have a cleared area that would have been enough probably for a large fire like this to not reach the city. It shouldn't have. So, it's a city basically in a forest. They're going to clear enough of an area in case of forest fires and stuff like that. They aren't idiots.
Yeah.
So, it looks intact. You don't see any kind of... You're seeing a lot of smoke and stuff barking your view. From what you can tell, you do not see directly on the city any kind of smoke. Doesn't really mean anything, in case it could have been breached. But at least there's no fires that seem to be in the city. And again, this is peering through bits of smoke and stuff rising up here and there, because there's still areas that are smoking on the ground here. Probably batches of places where things are still burning, or embers that are still kind of going. But it does seem like this fire, which burnt over the course of a couple of days that you saw ahead of you, it burnt its course, basically, at least, very quickly and efficiently. So probably magic involved.
Yeah, I'll say the city doesn't seem to be aflame.
We should get closer then. They could still be under siege. We might be able to do... We might be able to get people out. That's what I want to do.
Well, let's stick to as much cover as we can.
Okay. There isn't a lot in this area.
There's probably enough for me.
Yeah. There's some blackened charred pieces of wood and stuff that you can kind of hide beneath if you really want to.
What I wanted to actually ask,
I mean, I'm also a ferret. I can just kind of burrow 2 seconds into the soft dirt.
Could I either with a nature survival check, try to cover us with ash to try to blend in as much as possible?
Make some camouflage?
Yeah.
Sure. I'd say... Ooh.
There. Okay.
I don't know.
Disguise.
Disguise. So disguise is deception.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the thing. I was thinking I could do I could use, because I have a disguise kit, so I could actually help.
Yeah.
people.
I'm untrained in deception.
Yeah, and deception kind of works, but it doesn't quite work.
So honestly, so you could argue that is also covering tracks, which would cover survival. You're covering yourself to prevent tracking, basically.
Okay,
That's what I was kind of thinking.
I can see that, where you're doing covering tracks with survival. I can say that you can do that, and if you want to, what bonus does disguise kit give?
The disguise kit gives.
We'll see what it does. Let's see what kind of
order to impersonate someone using the deception skill. So basically, it's just so disguise kit is more for impersonation.
I think what I would say is it would be you can hide tracks, but you're using the disguise kit as a tool to allow you to use it in this case.
Okay.
So, because you are trying to basically kind of do a little bit of both. It's definitely not like this is a charisma deception check kind of thing, but it's kind of adjacent to it in a weird way.
I'm also going to guidance myself. Just to get a little bit of a bonus on this.
I don't know what you're talking about. You need no bonus. You'll be fine. You'll go great. This will go well.
I mean, I could aid.
Well, or Talas could aid, because I think Talas had a really good survival too.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I was going to aid you with deception.
Oh, okay.
Disguise kit on you.
Yeah.
you can do that.
Yeah.
I'll still guidance myself, so.
I think you need it more.
Mhm.
It gives you +1.
So I have a total of +2. Okay.
Yep.
If I can actually get to that. There you go. And survival. +2.
Okay. So you'll make your way into the Burnt Lands, trying to navigate your way through the remains of this area. For the first little while, as I said, because this is like an area that seems over a mile wide of burnt around the city, very obviously clearing ground for something like an invasion force. You get the feeling that's probably why they did it more than anything. As much as the forest allows you to get close, it also, unfortunately, makes it very difficult to bring in a large, organized regiment of troops.
I mean, the Roman army like would literally just build.
Also, if they
roads to
have
where
any
wanted to
siege
attack.
Also, if they have any siege weaponry, it would leave,
Harder to get
limit
through
that
forest.
as well.
Fun fact: most siege weapons were built on the spot.
Right, but if they might have built them at their camp and moved them.
Yeah.
Drag 'em.
Mhm.
That's why I'm saying.
There's strategies for both directions, but depends on the type of army and stuff you have. Anyway, so it won't take you long before you will hear basically the noise that sounds like forces, troops, the cheers of an army. Basically, for those of you that speak and understand the dominant language, you will understand that there is someone that is calling out for basically like military pep talk. It's loud, it bellows, it echoes across this entire field. You can now see a siege has at least begun. The forces are many. There is, to put it lightly, an army filling this field in large area. And they are in front of the birch trees. They are between you and the city.
Not good.
Not good. Whether or not they are planning a siege, an attack, it cannot be seen at this point in time. The forces themselves are assembled. Regiments, groups, militaries, cavalry, archers, mages, siege weapons, massive catapults, trebuchets, huge war towers, all ready for battle. Their forces are far greater than what you had seen before. What you saw was a small campsite. This is thousands. Many more than are in the Birchlands. You, perhaps, the city you have, has... Ooh, how many people? I think I did give you a good amount of forces that were in there. Ooh. A little less than 2,000 troops are stationed in the Birchlands. I would gather this army seems to be about 5,000 strong, at least. And this, I'm assuming, like, Umbrin, you'll, like, send up Shadow to get a good view when you're finally getting it. I'm just saying, you don't have to roll a check to see that. Like, you, just from seeing the forces here, you do estimate that, like, you are at least outnumbered 2 to 1, if not more. 2 to 3 to 1, somewhere in between there. You are vastly outnumbered. How do we get to the city?
We don't. I'm gonna be honest. I think the best bet here is to just cut and run.
I have a small idea to help them. I don't know how much help it'll be, but I could send. We could tie a note to Shadow. And try to have him deliver it. And to tell them to just get out any way they can.
To be clear, climbing a wall is not necessarily the hardest part. It's climbing a wall without being shot at, which tends to be very difficult. So,
Well,
if we let them know we're coming, we might be able to get help getting over the wall.
how do we sneak past the army?
Very carefully.
No. What? No? Disregarding whatever that was. You don't. This is a bad idea. We should just go. We should not be here. They are fucked. They're done for. There's no helping them. There's like 5,000-6,000 people right there. They're about to get leveled. Unless we want to die too, we should just turn around and walk away. We never saw this place.
We need to
At least
get
want to send a note in to
least
tell
some-
them to leave.
I don't know if that's possible. Any way
I mean,
to
if they
any way we
could
would have
leave,
is just
they
going
would.
to get shot down.
I still think it's a good idea to send a message if we can. I forget. Can you just resummon familiars? I forget how that works.
I think it takes time.
Yeah, I'm
I
trying to
would have
remember-
to. It's also weird because it's my spirit in a solid body.
Well, but it's spirit taking physical form, which means it can just dissipate and you can bring it
Yeah.
back. But I don't remember if there's like a ritual or something you have to do. I think it is a ritual. It would be in the familiar section. Let me look under the feet or something. Familiar, create a pact. Here, page 2. Oh. Can't swap the abilities for you.
You have to spend a week of downtime to replace it.
Okay, yeah, I thought I didn't know it was that bad. Okay, I thought it was like a day.
Yeah. And then sometimes you could like reincarnate the same familiar or have a different form, but regardless, it'll always be a minimum 1 week. So a decent amount of time, fortunately.
Yeah.
And there's no going unconscious for familiars. Once it hits 0, it just poofs. So that's a major gamble.
Yeah. I mean, it's up to. I honestly say that is up to Umbrin.
Yeah, because that's a risk that no one else can. That's a
that? I
decision that's
cannot.
risky, and no one else can make that decision but you.
I'd be willing to send him out. If it means even saving a single life, it's worth it.
Is there any way for them to escape? It seems like they have it pretty well blocked
The
off.
southern bridge. The southern bridge has not been broken. You can tell from here. Whether the western bridge has been broken or not, you can't tell that. So you do not know if there's more forces coming from the west across the river there. Remember, there's like a corner of two rivers where one goes north and the other comes east. There's a southern bridge that comes, which exits directly from the Birchlings, which is the main way into the rest of the Wardlands. You did hear that both the bridges were sabotaged, but probably they wouldn't take out the southern bridge until it was too late. The river
if they
here
could get
is navigable partially. It's pretty deep. The current is pretty terrible, so small vessels can navigate it with trouble. The only other problem is this area of the river is well known for, because, hey, you are near the swamplands, lots of crocodilians in this area. Meaning that swimming across tends not to be a very safe thing. So certainly speaking, getting rid of the bridge won't stop the army. It would slow it down, certainly speaking.
Okay, so the bridge that's still there, are they, like, at the bridge?
No.
Is that the
Bridge to the
army
south?
is not at the bridge.
You have to go through the birchlings to get to the bridge to the south.
Okay.
It basically emerges. So, like, crossing that bridge, at the end of it, is a gate in the wall.
Right.
Okay, so the birchlings is the gateway.
Across
They
the
might
river.
be able to escape out that way and sabotage the bridge behind them.
Which I think was the idea. Also, I do want to point out that does mean to cross the river we have to get into the birchlings.
Or
Back the way you
we have
came
to
a couple
find
of days,
another way.
it is a little safer.
Yeah.
In some of those more rapid areas, you do not find as many crocodilians. The river's a little more rapid, but they don't like the fast water as much.
You could probably find a sweet spot if we really looked for it. But
Also, we have that axe now. We could probably chop down a tree.
True.
if we find a narrow spot.
Yeah.
The
I still
narrowest
think-
you saw was probably about back where you started, about 40 feet long.
I want to say, I think we need to get into the city so that way we can get more people out. Because there is a way out. But why they haven't taken it yet, I don't know.
You would know.
Okay.
Because of some of the things that were discussed before with you about the reason for sending out people and kind of keeping an eye on. The fact is that there really isn't anything protecting the capital, Avanswell.
Right.
There isn't any major cities.
Forward base, yeah. Yep.
This is
Okay.
like there are very few major cities in the Wildlands. It's a wild kingdom that's kind of on the edge of the known world. If this falls, there isn't as much time. So the fact is, probably already by now they have sent a messenger down to Avanswell to start organizing the final bit of military there. That's why this place doesn't have a lot of troops. They aren't meant to. This is what you were told. This, if you forgot, they weren't. They're not
I'm
meant
now
to
remembering.
survive. They are meant to hold it off enough for everyone else to ready for it. And if they can take out any kind of forces, then it's just a bonus.
Mhm.
Basically, the military here knows it's a sacrificial horse. They've known that. Whether or not the civilians have evacuated at this point in time, you don't know. The bridge is clear. At this point, at least. Perhaps some already got out. Perhaps they can't now in case, like, archers or magic could be shot at people on the bridge. You don't know.
Yeah.
It's a distance.
We need to help.
But
We need
the
to help.
bridge would be the easiest way for you to cross. Again, if you have like a rowboat, maybe cross the river. It's a difficult cross, but not impossible. But you don't have any here. They're very, small personal rowboats.
Hey, crafting people, make a rope.
Well,
It'll take a
We
little
could,
time.
but
but you could probably
it'd take like a few days.
Yeah, I don't know if you've seen, but like the forest, isn't there
Well,
anymore.
No, I meant we send a message, tell them to get whoever they can out, and we go back and make a rowboat and get the hell across the bridge that way. Get across the water that way.
It's gonna take some time. Yeah.
Mhm.
At least you have the proper tools now.
True. Actually, that is very true.
I don't see a way to slip past an entire army.
Okay, I think rules is written. It would probably take about 15 days, assuming you're paying for the entire thing with effort rather than half. Then it would take 15 days to make a rowboat.
Yeah.
At our level.
Again, you probably wouldn't make something that would be a really great vessel that's meant to last.
That's fair. You can, if you have it, it'd be considered jury rigged. So it'd still be like a week. Honestly, and that sounds reasonable to me. It is hard to make a boat.
Yeah.
Just a jury-rigged raft that, could successfully navigate, even if it's like 150 feet of water, of difficult water, and safely, and not fall apart halfway through. Which you really wouldn't want to follow that, crocodilian-filled waters. Just saying.
Hell no.
These aren't the worst crocodiles in the area, in this part of the continent, but they're not nice ones generally in the river.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Where's
Raft? Okay, so a raft, that's a good point. Raft would take us 3 days. Or
Makes sense
1.5 days. Or
Huge.
1.5 days if we're jury rigging.
Honestly,
Yeah.
still makes sense.
Yeah,
for
like-
a decent raft. That'll get the Rubidoux across. Anyway. Are you going to send the message? You're not going to send the message? What are you going to do then? It's
I
up
say
to
we
you.
send the message at the very least. I think we should definitely help if we can. I think a message is the best way to start, because maybe their thing is, don't come here, go to Avanswell. They might say that, in which case we would find another way across. But yeah, I think letting them know that we survived and we got the information we needed is important, and getting updated on what we should be doing. If
Does anyone
Shadow
have?
and Umbrin are willing to go.
Well, I'm
willing
not
to do
going
it.
to
Well,
actually
I know.
go, but
Yeah.
does anyone have ink and paper to write a message on?
Yes, I do.
I'll let you write the message, and I will send Shadow.
Yep, I have a writing set.
Cool. You're just going to kind of give all the basic information about what's going on and send it with Shadow inside the fortress.
Basically, I'm gonna say we got the test for testing for people. We got the method for creating the test and a few tests, and I'm gonna address it to the leader lady. And
I'll let you try to remember the name. If not, I'll give it to you.
just roll up. Okay, there we go. Caesarian.
Yes. The
Or-
Duchess
sorry,
Caesarian Eversang, commander
Cerseian.
of the...
Caesarian. I always do that. My brain goes Caesarian, but that's the name of
Cerseian.
Cersei.
Yes,
try to
we're
make
not
me do
we're not trying to cut open a woman to take a baby out.
Alright. Shadow will return with a return note.
Okay.
My friends, it is amazing that you are still alive. So, after 2 weeks passed, we thought you dead. With as much time has gone by, it is honestly surprising that you still managed to somehow complete this mission. It would still be helpful to have such things, but unfortunately there have already been a number of incidents. While these imposters hadn't done any major damage, was everything on edge. Our forces are stretched, as you can see, perhaps, by what surrounds our walls. While many of the civilians evacuated, we were unable to evacuate everyone before their creatures took to the air and began hunting. We also unleashed strange things in the river that can leap upon the bridge, attack those that are on there with strange magics, lightning. It has made it very dangerous to traverse. While whatever's in the air seems to be in lesser numbers, perhaps not enough to launch an attack on us, it does mean that the rest of the evacuation has been difficult. If you can escape, I do not know. If
I
you
also
could help
would have
us,
asked
it would be great.
I also would have asked, is there anything we can do in the message? I would have also done that.
I must be honest. If you can somehow get in here with that knowledge, it may be able to at least save us for a period of time. If there, as I said, with a few incidents that have happened, not only has it made things greater tension here, but if something of importance happens, so far no signs of great gates flying open or anything of the such, but there is still worry. Tension is high. We may fall apart before we can even try to stand a chance against this. I do not know how long they will wait. I do not know if you can get it. If you can, please. If you can't, well.
I say we try. I'll try. You guys start building a raft. I'll see if I can get in.
Not gonna let you go by yourself.
You also were warned that now there are creatures that fly patrolling the river, and new creatures in the water that shoot lightning.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The river is much more dangerous in this area. Perhaps some of those strange chimerical creatures that they have been known for making in the army.
We would, with the raft idea, we would need to go back downstream.
Yeah.
I mean, basically, my character's just being selfless. He's saying, "You guys can go. I'm going in."
Unfortunately, I don't. Unless you can turn invisible all of a sudden, I don't know how you're going to get in there.
I pull out a potion.
Keep in mind, I'm just going to say, it is currently pretty getting into the evening now, because remember you arrived at the engine fire break at the evening time.
Yeah.
Yep. No, I mean, so if it was after 8 hours of travel, it probably would have been about 4 o'clock, assuming, you take a little bit to get set up to leave.
And you've
you've
probably moved a little extra time into the fire break. Yeah. Probably about halfway through the fire break, I'd say.
Yeah, you said a few more hours, so what's that, like 2? So, yeah, it's probably like 6, so it's or 7.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, you see me pull out a potion. We did get an invisibility potion.
Yeah.
How long does that last?
It lasts for it's the second rank invisibility spell. Let me just click on this. 1 minute.
You're not going to get far.
I also pull out another one. Well, if you want to help, we have the potion of disguise hobgoblin, which lasts for 2d12 hours.
Oh wow, that's actually.
We also have a potion of leaping.
Well, that would be a little obvious of, I'm leaping in here.
Well, if we're next to the wall, it allows you to,
Oh, yeah.
well, no, that wouldn't actually be as useful, because it just, because it's, yeah, it's more, leaping sideways, never mind. It allows you to leap 30 feet in a direction. I don't think that means up, unless it does.
I do not know off the top of my head. It probably gives you some more vertical leap, but it's probably mostly for horizontal, I would assume.
Yeah, I mean, it just says you jump 30 feet in any direction without touching the ground. Well, okay, it says, okay, let me just read it. Your legs, actually, let me just post it. Let me just click. There we go.
In fact, with the jump spell. Oh. Yeah. So jump.
Yeah, your legs surge with strength. Ready to leap high and far. You jump 30 feet in any direction without touching the ground. You must land on a space of solid ground within 30 feet of you, or else you fall using your next action. After using your next action.
I do assume that is a horizontal leap, but you do gain some more vertical clearance.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I agree. I think it's horizontal, so that wouldn't be as helpful. So we have tools, is more my point.
I wouldn't leave you alone in this.
I would rather return to the city myself. Calder.
Yeah.
If anybody's an authority, it's more me here. If you wish to run, I don't think any of us would stop you.
I just don't think this is a great idea. What's the likelihood of escape here, realistically? Why would they not cover all of their bases? You're gonna go around the bridge, and you're gonna see another army.
No, so remember, the town is in front of the bridge. They have to go through the town to get to the bridge.
Yeah. In order to invade to the south, they've got to go through the birch leaves. That, or they would have to make a large group of boats or something.
Yeah.
Which is time-consuming, and honestly speaking, is a lot easier to sabotage.
Now,
the bridge is very easy to cross.
They do have flying creatures and water creatures, which are preventing people from getting out across the bridge, so they can't get any more refugees out. But there's also the point of people tend not to be worried about people going in rather than people coming out during a siege.
And the creatures are probably not enough to
sauce.
As the thing said, the creatures are not enough to threaten the town itself. It does seem like they've just got enough of them to make it very difficult to send anybody that couldn't defend themselves outside to the south.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're making sure everybody's trapped in there.
Yeah. My point though is that sneaking in will be a little bit easier because their attention will be focused on keeping people out. Meaning we can probably go to a lesser a lesser guarded part of the wall and find a way up. And we have some tools to do that.
I guess we can try.
Or we try to get to...
Find a place that we can make a small rest site. Wait for the dead of night. As much as they probably can see in the night light itself.
It still gives us some advantage, yes.
I agree. That actually was going to be my suggestion, is that we wait until the dead of night.
We could also try to get to the western gate near where the bridge is, then the front gate.
The western gate is again on the water's edge too.
Yeah, but we're going to want to go over
You don't probably also want to go west because that heads to the Golden Lurns, which is another cursed land,
Yeah.
It's just the bridge was never taken out just in case.
Okay, not west. The gate to the south. That's what I meant.
Oh yeah, south.
That's near that bridge. If they would have to open up that one, it would be safer than if we couldn't scale the wall somehow, it would be safer for them to open that one than the front gates.
It wouldn't be impossible to travel around the edge of the city. There isn't really a lot of land there because the walls do nearly reach the water, and do probably in some areas there. But it wouldn't be impossible to navigate around them.
I do want to say, here's my plan. I'm just gonna give it to you without doing character voice. My plan is basically first we need to get to the wall. That is something I'm a little bit less certain about because it requires some knowledge that we haven't yet obtained. Basically where people are and where the bulk of the stuff is. But once we get to the wall, I have a climb speed. I can literally just climb a grappling hook up the wall, and then you guys could scale it.
That's true.
That was my thought when we get
climbing ropes are a lot easier than climbing wall.
Yeah, that's why it's all I could drag one up. It'd be harder. Might require a check or two, but I could do it.
It's not a bad plan, as opposed to just trying to sneak around the whole army and get into a gate or a door.
Yeah.
Also, just to remind everybody about the Fetchlings and its design, it does have basically 4 main gates, one in each of the cardinal directions. So there is a gate on the eastern side and on the northern side, but both of those are probably very well watched by the army.
Right.
Oh, you know what? There's a good point also to be made. Gates are gates, meaning they have holes in them, and I'm a ferret with super squeeze.
Yeah, but the rest of that would be great for you getting in for
My
other
my
purposes.
point though is
but-
then once I'm in, I could then go like to a wall and drop a rope down for you guys to climb.
Oh, right.
Probably you'd want to talk to some people to drop ropes because again, like
That-
the
I would.
walls
I-
are probably guarded.
No,
Yeah.
and that's actually in some ways better because then I can inform people so we won't be shot out.
Yeah, but even like having Ixbanor just in there would be miles better.
Yeah.
Also, if someone's going as a hobgoblin,
Mm.
we might want to send another message back in letting them know
Oh,
not
yeah.
to
Oh, I think before we
That
do
we didn't
anything,
betray
we should
them.
send another message.
Mhm.
I think the idea is to get a plan, let them know what we're going to do, and then execute it. That way, you
I'm-
know.
I'm down for trying to get Ixbanor through like one of the gates, and then him informing everyone, and then them having drop like ropes or ladders or something.
Yeah.
I'm down for that. That actually seems like really smart.
Yeah, I kind of forgot about gates with holes in them. My brain was, because I mean, I guess
Problem
you
is,
can
still
have...
4 of us have to. If all 4 of us are going, we only have 1 potion of invisibility, 1 potion of Sky Self Hobgoblin.
Okay,
The invisibility
so I
probably
think,
won't last that long, so really the potion.
Yeah.
I'm decently sneaky.
I know that's what I'm gonna say. Talas should get the Hobgoblin potion. He cannot
Yeah.
sneak.
Ixbanor is the sneakiest. There's no issue for him. I'm
Yeah.
pretty stealthy.
Yeah, but
if
we're also
you-
we're gonna be sneaking past an army in openness.
That is true.
I mean, like I said, like there's definitely plans and stuff that can be made here. But that's kind
Yeah.
of my point is that there are ways to do this.
Yeah. With the resources we have, we're just kind of strapped for a lot of options. It's not an ideal situation.
Yeah, I like it's kind of like we have a lot. We don't have enough of our resources to fully cover everyone, but we have enough to do something.
Yeah.
Part of me wants to know like where the campus is situated compared to the wall. Are they completely surrounded? And are there blind spots? Is there gates there? You know, like we could do some
Yeah.
reconnaissance and figure some of
Yeah.
that out before we fully devise a plan. But letting them know that we're coming. And reminding them that we have a hobgoblin potion.
Yes, so they
potion.
don't gun us down.
Yeah. So basically being like, if you see a hobgoblin with 2 of us, with 2 others of us, you know, that's probably us.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But,
Okay.
down for that. It's a good plan.
Why don't we end there, as you've kind of got the plan together, and we can kind of execute on some of this next time? We are at that
Sounds
time.
good.
I was just letting
Yeah.
you all to like, you know, finish up the basics of the plan there before we ended.
Yeah.
But yeah. Yeah, interesting. There's definitely some, again, if you really did want to run away, I could prepare some stuff for that, but going in the city, definitely also have some stuff prepared for that too. So,
Yep.
Yeah.
you know.
It's what my character would do regardless. That's
I
why
think-
it's kind of hard.
I think knowing how Talas was, Talas would probably want to do that, but also knowing that, you know, understanding what is going on here, he probably would go with basically the majority of the group.
Yep.
If you all wanted to run away, he probably would go along with you too.
Yeah.
More to, like, protect you guys then, because like, I cannot, you know, I can't save them, but maybe I can save you guys. So, anyway. Alright. So, thanks everybody for joining us. This was fun. A little interesting exploration, discovering some stuff, and then encountering an entirely new problem. Yes, it has been over 2 weeks. You're not sure how long. According to your calendar, it should only have been maybe like a week and a half.
Yep.
So, more time has
I don't
passed. That's weird.
I mean, traveling here from the teleport was 5 days, and then we were in the city for like 2. So like, and then we were traveled for 2 days. So 5, 8.
You're not exactly sure
9.
how much time has passed, but it does seem a little unusual.
Yeah.
It doesn't
So
feel like it should
basically-
have been 14 days, at least.
Yeah.
Because they do state
Yeah.
after 2 weeks we thought we were gone.
Well, that's my point. Is that it's been 9 days.
We knew
according to
time
our
went
internal
weird
clocks.
in that
10 days according to our clock.
Mhm.
Oh, we knew that. Yeah.
realm, so
I will tell you, there was a reason no one stays around there for long. Wonky time stuff. Congratulations, you encountered it.
We did spend the night there because we were all like half dead.
Yeah.
So that probably did not help.
Well, I'm pretty sure most of these other people just walk in there, walk out. Anyway, cool. Wyrm, I know you normally have some shout-outs, so I'll let you throw those out here. To finish up.
Yep. I am Diamond Wyrm. You can find me on twitch.tv/DiamondWyrm or at DiamondWyrm on Twitter and Blue Sky and at DiamondWyrm9234 on YouTube. Next stream will be Friday.
Not a guy that.
Cool. Is that correct? Whatever. I'm trying to do things from around. Like I keep putting my glass in front of right where I type in.
Oh, right where the I totally
I
get that.
And it's like it's the perfect angle that I'm trying to type it properly, and then I'm like, did I do that? It's like you have to look around there and make sure you're not getting the wrong thing. It's just
yeah, I had that issue with my old setup. Thankfully, my new setup I don't have that issue.
Cool. Anyway, alright. So, myself, make sure you check out me tomorrow. I'll be doing some more tabletop-related stuff. I'll also be doing some stuff on Friday for some gaming. I'm joining Wyrm for some gaming on Friday. Check out Discuss Tabletop. Join us next week for more Fall of Avanswell. Check out our social medias, all that kind of stuff. The normal kind of thing. I've been the GM here. Thank you to all my players for joining us today once again, and the continuing adventures. And hey, everybody, have a great rest of your Wednesday. If it's still Wednesday for you. If not, whatever next day or whatever, etc., etc. And see you next time. I think that's all the shout out. I'm always bad at these things because I keep forgetting my own brain, as I'm doing the middle of it. But anyway, bye.
Bye.